Malvern Leopard football. Whoa, this is cool. As your hometown Malvern Leopards are at Malvern Stadium getting ready to take on the Warren Lumberjacks. Malvern coming in with a record last year of 4-7, and Warren coming in with a record of 10-4.
We got new equipment, so if you hear an echo back in there, this is we're doing not a trial run. This is for real, but we've got all new equipment, new video, and everything. So bear with us if we stumble once or twice or just a little bit. Excuse me for interrupting.
I stumble all the time. Ben, what were you gonna say?
Well, I was just going to say that, wow, okay, yeah, so we are definitely figuring this new technology out, but almost a tale of two different seasons, one for the Leopards, one for Warren. It seemed like when Malvern hit the midpoint of the season, they had a big stretch of tough games and ended up going on a losing skid towards the end. Warren kind of found their stride about midway through the season and became a really, really difficult out for everybody, and they just started scoring a ton of points towards the end of the season and toward midpoint of the season to the end. And I think we're looking at how we're going to have to go up against Warren today. I think that is the big concern, is stopping this high-powered Warren offense. It's one of the best passing offenses in the state. Quarterback threw for, I don't know, 1,700,000 yards or something last year.
Roughly.
Yeah, might be hyperbole, but also had a wide receiver with 1,700 yards, 28 touchdowns, and that's in one season. So this is a very prolific, high-powered offense.
Is he available for Yahoo Fantasy Football?
He'd be a first-round pick.
There you go. 28 touchdowns is impressive, isn't it, Ron?
Yeah, it is, and and along the same line about the Lumberjacks, they've got a young line. They're young, but from what I've been told, they're pretty good up front on both sides. And the thing that Warren's got maybe a little bit of advantage to us, they're a little bit deeper with the big guys between the tackles and the guards and up front. So Bo will be Bo, and he'll probably do some switching around, but he's going to put the best players on the field when it comes right down to crunch time, don't you think, Seth?
Oh, absolutely. And then a lot of similarities between these opponents. One, the color scheme, absolutely beautiful out here with the orange and black. But we got, as Ron said, you got Bo Hembry, the head coach for Warren, and we actually have his brother on staff here at Malvern, being Brian Hembry. And then, Ben, another interesting fact is both teams' season was ended last year by the same team, being the Dardanelle Sand Lizards.
Yeah, well, Dardanelle's one of those teams that really had a great season last year too. But to keep in mind also that this is a football family. I mean, you go back to their dad, Jim Hembry, who won a state championship at Park and Bo. There's not many father-son tandems in the state of Arkansas that have both won a state championship. Of course, Bo has won probably a fair share, more than anybody needs to. His dad won one. And now, of course, we got Brian over here on our sideline, too. I played football with Kyle. Kyle's one of the best quarterbacks to ever come through Malvern. Went and played baseball and football at UCA. So this is a family that knows football from top to bottom. But, yeah, I mean, when we go through and we look at this schedule for Malvern, it is a gauntlet. I mean, there's 4 to 6 teams. I think there are 4 teams ranked in the top 6 in just about every ranking classification that are on our schedule. So it's kind of like the Razorback football schedule. You got to play a bunch of good football teams, but if you want to be competitive, that's what you got to do. You got to go play the best, and we're going to play 2 of the best in the first 2 weeks with Warren and Stuttgart, 2 teams that I would not be surprised at all if they ended up being the 2 teams at War Memorial.
And it depends on who you're talking to. I know that Barry Grooms at Hootens, I think they've got, and he told me they've got Stuttgart picked as their number 1. And then there's a little debate on where Warren falls in behind there, but they're real close, either 2, 3, or 4, depending on which group you look at. And then you got you know, down the line you've got Arkadelphia. It's going to be an interesting year.
Yeah, and then of course Nashville's on the schedule too, and they're going to be ranked in everybody's top 5. So, you know, it's a, what do we call it? A chin strap league. That's the schedule that the Leopards have for sure.
Well, it's just going to be, and then we talked about a little bit in the coaches show, which we'll cover here in a few minutes. It's going to be get through the preseason, not the preseason, but the pre-conference.
Yep.
Try to keep everybody healthy, and then prepare for conference play. And that's always been kind of the mantra, the way they've done things around. It's been successful, and I think key injuries to key people is going to be paramount to the success of this football team, Dan.
Well, it is, and you mentioned kind of the way this season sets up. I mean, our 4 toughest opponents, looking at it on paper, the first 2 weeks of the season, and the last 2 weeks of the season, you're starting off with Warren and Stuttgart, 2 teams that are War Memorial candidates, and you're ending with Nashville and Arkadelphia, 2 War Memorial candidates.
The old War Memorial sandwich.
So, yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, you know, how great would it be for us to be the jelly in the middle and end up in the middle of War Memorial? But
there you go.
You know, where Malvern has got to take care of the schedule in the middle part of the schedule for sure.
You know, and following in on there after the Stuttgart game, you know, Harmony Grove comes in. And that they're an improving football team. So I don't see anything in it. Then we follow it with hope, and I don't see it getting much better. Easier, I mean, the further we go, me personally.
I know my philosophy whenever I was head coach of different sports was always to book the toughest non-conference schedule I could, because it kind of just gets you in the mode, gets you ready for when you are facing your conference. And I know in soccer specifically, we have year in and year out one of the toughest conference schedules. So that's, you know, you could go the route of trying to play teams you know you're going to get wins, but then whenever you get to conference, you know, you haven't really been tested yet. You like to get tested before you play the games that truly matter about getting into the state tournament.
Yeah, and then, you know, as you get into it's all about wins, losses, seedings, and, you know, who beat who and by how much, and back and forth on that. But it's very interesting, and like I said earlier, speaking of interesting, I hope I had a chance to sit down earlier this week and talk to Coach Fogelman, and we hadn't had a chance to do the coaches show. Let me see if we're ready to key the coaches show. Welcome to the coaches show. Ron McNamara here with head coach John Fogelman. Coach, it's been a long, hot summer and a lot of warm workouts, hasn't it?
Has been. These last 2 weeks have been brutal.
Yeah. How do you actually, I know you've been working in the morning and working on conditioning. Is hydration the main thing you try to work with these kids on?
Absolutely. You know, the big deal is we can provide them water.
Yeah.
But they got to take care of themselves the day before. We tell them they got to hydrate. And hydration starts the night before practice, not wait until you get to practice and start drinking water.
Yeah.
It's too late by that time. But, you know, so that's something we try to educate them on. And then, you know, depending on where the wet bulb is, depending on whether we get to go pads or we got to go inside or anything like that.
Yeah, if you don't mind, take a minute or so and explain the wet ball and how it works on game time and everything. Okay?
Well, for game time and competition, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It can be 3,000 degrees, I guess.
Okay.
And, we get to play, but
Okay.
you don't get to practice. And
Okay.
so it's kind of a tricky deal. But what it is just a combination of the humidity and the temperature and certain things. It could be really hot outside, but the wet bulb be low, and it could be lower, but the wet bulb be higher. So whatever it tells you, when it gets to the 92 mark, it's when you're supposed to shut things down.
Okay.
And we were hovering around 90, so we had a lot of workouts here lately with no pads on. You're allowed to go outside, but you can't put on pads.
You know, and I had a little time here earlier watching the kids practice this afternoon, and they seem to be in pretty good condition. I mean, they're holding up that heat a heck of a lot better than I would.
Yeah. Today was, you know, it was one of those days where we could put on pads, but it was hot, and they started to you know, we really had to push them towards the end.
Coach, we got a bunch of new players coming in. We got some sophomores, some juniors, and we got some seniors that came back. Tell us a little bit, if you can, about that sophomore class. As a group, I know they're young. They've got some junior high experience behind them.
Right, and so you know, as you mentioned, it's one of the larger classes, and they are a good group. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, we're going to take some bumps. You know, they're young. We know that. We got to remember that as we coach them up, especially as these games start. You know, our non-conference schedule is pretty
brutal.
tough. Yeah, pretty. But it's that way for a reason. I think we're going to get better because of it, regardless. And we got young guys. You know, it's tough to ask a sophomore offensive lineman to block a senior.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay for sophomore receivers and running backs and skill positions because they're usually not matched up against somebody bigger and older. But we're going to have some young guys up front, and they're going to be good. They're going to be good, but they're going to probably take some lumps early on, and they got to keep their head up. We got to be patient with them, and they'll be fine.
That just follows in with experience and technique, doesn't it, Coach?
It does, and you know, even our seniors, you mentioned it's a small senior group, but they've been really committed. They've been a fun group to work with, and some of them that are starting, you know, they have not had a lot of playing time, so they're almost in the same boat. You know, one of the things we really would like to do, and we've got a couple scheduled this year, JV games. Okay. I don't know where those disappeared. I know numbers have a lot to do with that, but you would love for somebody to get. That's what they're about. JV games, you gain experience, and you know, we're trying to work on that.
Those will be Monday night games, you think?
Yes, sir. We went over for our first ones the third week when we actually have an opening date. We've got one coming over, so
kind of skipped over that junior class.
Well, you know, we got some really good juniors returning from last year.
Yes, we do.
So you know, we're not skipping them. You know, the Zane Hadcock and all those guys. They got some experience last year as sophomores. They can be leaders. You know, Aaron Pinkston is going to be playing both sides of the football. You know, so the junior class is going to be big.
You know, Coach, we participated in quite a few 7-on-7s and scrimmages, and I was watching, well, particularly James King here. The way they run 7-on-7 sounds more of a scrimmage than an actual 7-on-7.
Well, yeah, we turned ours into a team camp.
That's what I mean, team camp. That's the point of it. Yeah.
You know, we had done some couple of 7-on-7s, which is good. We had young receivers and young D-backs, got some experience, but at the end of the day, it comes down to line play. Offensive line, defensive line. And so why not get more people involved and get those people that are important, especially James King. You know, there's so many people walking around with James King T-shirt on, and I love going into Walmart and seeing somebody that doesn't play for us wearing a James King shirt.
Yeah, a lot of the kids that have been into Malvern with James, they'll take that, whether it's, you know, a Bauxite kid or a Glen Rose kid or whatever, and wear that James King. Speaking of Bauxite, ran down to Bauxite the other night and have some things to look at, maybe some things to learn and some things to work on. Maybe.
Yeah, you know, I thought it was pretty good. You know, one of the things that stood out was we only had a couple of penalties, and I know that's an important thing. So I was proud of the kids having some discipline. You know, we had the 2 turnovers on downs, ones where we may scramble and almost got it, and another one with we didn't execute a snap, and so those were disappointing. And then defensively, that one drive they put together, their first drive, we had them 4th and long, we had them 3rd and long. We just could not get off the field. And you know, but overall, that early and with the new guys out there, I was pretty pleased.
It does give you a good breakdown. You've got some film or a lot of film there to see some things that you can get into specific areas of, we need to work on this, or this kid needs to work on this, or this group, whatever, can't you?
Yeah, and it's you know, it was live.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, that was the big deal. You know, we go out here and a lot of times we're in shoulder pads, and because of numbers, we're trying to stay healthy and stay up. But that was live tackling, and I was really pleased with our tackling. We had some really good open field tackles from our safety, Weston going. Tyrese Osborne came down and made some. Of course, Jimerson.
Jimerson.
And Sailing was
Sailing,
those guys I thought tackled really well.
During the scrimmage at Bauxite, you also had a chance to kind of look at your conditioning, kind of see where it is, and
Yeah, our concern, is our guys up front, the big guys.
Yeah, the big guys. Yeah.
We need more of them, and it just the heat takes a toll on them. Every play, they're in there pounding, and D-backs, wide receivers, they can tend to go both ways a little bit easier,
Yes.
but we're lacking up front, and so that was a little bit of concern in conditioning there.
Do you have any idea, just a number, say 5, 6, 4, 3, whatever, how many of our linemen are going to have to go both ways and split? Or
Yeah, we have a couple, Sam Bowen and Joseph Michaels, that are strictly offensive guys.
Okay.
So we fill those positions right there, and then so we're going to have to fill in the other guard, the other 2 tackles with just a rotation, and then same on defense. We feel there's a little bit of depth, especially if we're just an odd front, that you can move some guys around.
Well, it looks like we've got some decent speed in the back 7.
We do, but it's got to be translated into playing.
Yes.
It's just between Morley obviously really fast, and then I mentioned Weston going in a second. He's not going to maybe jump off with a stopwatch, but he plays.
He
hard.
gets
plays
there.
fast.
He gets there
Right.
fast. Yeah. Coach, it's the Warren Lumberjacks coming in. Bo hammering his clue, and I saw where Bo's in the top 4 or 5 in the number of wins, in coaches.
Yeah, he's tied right now. He's tied with somebody, so I hope he didn't move up.
I hope we did.
He can wait till next week to move up. But he's had a great career, and really respect him. He's been at it a long, long time, and he's had some really good players come through. And that's credit to him. And so it's neat. The whole Henry family, Brian, being on our staff, and Kyle hopefully be around at the game.
Oh,
Bo's just had a
Mom will be here somewhere too.
Yeah, and they just had Bo's got a grandchild. So hopefully it's I know they've got a long history here.
They do. They have lots of friends here. Offensively, is Bo doing anything different?
No.
You don't win
throw it to the flat out.
So,
You can spread the field, and he's got a returning quarterback, 2 or 3 good wide receivers.
He's got 2 or 3 good wide receivers.
You can't just say one, but he's got one in particular that's committed to UCA that's drawn a lot of attention. So he's got the weapons. So no, they'll do the same thing.
I was talking to Barry Grooms earlier, and he said not the problem. If they get good quarterback play, they're going to be really, really, really good.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
And he's, like I said, he's had some experience, and I know he suffered an injury either last year or the year before that's limited some of his time, but he's got the experience there, and I know what it was in the paper. I just told the kids, what do the top 4 teams in our classification have in common? We're on their schedule.
We're on their schedule.
And they're one of the top 4. So we're looking forward to it.
Defensively, he's got a lot of kids. Got a lot of speed.
He does.
And
I know those guys. He's early on. He's probably gonna let them play one way, and they'll eventually, as the season goes on, he takes those athletes and he'll really utilize them. But those same receivers are do a good job at D-back. But I know he's got some other kids. We got a chance to watch him live last week against McGee. And they've got some skilled players.
Any surprises from them?
Well, I was impressed with they had a linebacker number 54 that was returning. I thought he really did a good job, but they've got I believe he's just a 9th grader defensive lineman, number 20. He's really a good looking kid, and both their defensive ends are athletic. So you think of Warren and you think of wide receiver university,
yes,
but
you do.
they had some good looking kids on the defensive line.
Keys to victory, Coach.
They're gonna make plays.
Yeah,
they're going to make plays, and we got to not get our head down. Especially I mention our young kids again. We have some young kids in the secondary, and you just got to get back up and get back after it. I would love to take care of the ball and play keep away for a while, and that'll be our game plan. Probably these first 2 weeks at least. Let our defense get their feet underneath them and playing these explosive teams.
Yeah.
Keep the ball away from them.
Keep the ball away from them. And another thing, and with our numbers the way they are, and then the kids, keep the kids healthy. And I know that's something we don't have control over. You get them in condition, you put them in the best condition you can, but we'll cross our fingers and keep them all healthy.
Right, because at the end of the day, when conference play rolls around,
that's right.
That's
what
key.
it's about.
And we do have that break in between our third non-conference game and the start of conference. So we'll worry about that when it gets here.
Thanks, Coach. We'll talk to you next week.
All right.
No matter your season of life, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank. Come home to Farmers Bank.
Since 1968, Teeter Motor Company has been so lucky and proud to be a part of the Malvern school system. I grew up in Malvern. It's been my home for the longest. Graduated school here in 1981. Seen a lot of kids come and go throughout our dealership, and I couldn't be more pleased to offer our chance to be a part of this up-and-coming 2026 year. Go Leopards. We love you guys, and make the most of it. And don't forget, the deals are sweeter at Teeter.
No matter your season of life, no matter your banking needs, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank.
There's a place I'm welcome in. There's a place I know I'm called a friend. There's a place that I'm never alone. There's a place called home. A place called home.
Come home to Farmers Bank.
Welcome back to Malvern Stadium as your hometown Leopards welcome in the Warren Lumberjacks for their Week 0 opening game of the season. As we mentioned earlier, this will be a tough test, and we are really excited to have football back.
We are. It's. I know the kids. It's been a long summer. It's been like we were talking with Coach Fogan. It was a long, hot summer. The kids have put in a lot of work. Conditioning is one thing that they've really, really stressed, and I'm sure those kids are ready to hit somebody other than another Leopard, aren't you, Ben?
Yeah, no, but what's weird, it's going to be somebody wearing orange and black, right, to start this thing off. So it's going to be kind of like practice. I think, as we look at what Warren has to offer, some names that you're probably going to hear on their side of the ball and numbers. Number one, Josiah Steen. He is the guy that has caught, roughly 50 touchdowns over the last 2 years as a sophomore and a junior. He's looking for a big senior campaign, committed to UCA, has an offer from the University of Arkansas, so he's that kid. He's that guy, right? The other wide receiver that can really make things difficult for you is Tayshawn Edwards, number 7. He's a track star, runs great routes, and so if you're Malvern, you got to find a way to cover number 1 and number 7, and you got to put pressure on number 10, Jackson Denton. I think that's going to be the key for us defensively, is trying to put enough pressure on Denton to keep him uncomfortable in the pocket, because if you give him time with these wide receivers, he's a 4-year starter, this kid can light you up.
And he's got some wheels too. I mean, running is not his forte, but he does it quite admirably.
He sure does, and we know that Coach Trent Wilson, the defensive coordinator, has been poring over the film to try to find ways to stop all these guys, and this is just, as Ben said, another great receiver to come through Warren. They have just such a rich history of all these guys coming through this town.
You know, as we do each week, we usually pick an isolated player of the week. After talking to the coaches and the group here, we have decided to isolate a group. And our ISO players tonight will be the linebackers. Ben, tell us a little bit about our linebackers and then we'll all fill in, okay?
Well, it makes sense because if you're going to stop the passing game, linebackers can do it in two different ways. Number one, they're going to have to help you cover. They're going to have to be in covers. They're going to play some zone. They may even have to split out and play man. Warren's going to spread the ball all over the field, and so those outside backers especially may be tasked with having to go out and cover somebody in man-to-man coverage. Also, where linebackers can help you in the passing game is providing pressure and blitz packages. And so one thing we know about Coach Wilson, he loves to dial up a blitz at opportune times. He likes to play base. He likes to play a lot of very good scheme defense, but he does like to send the pressure when he feels like it's the right moment. And the linebackers is where you can send that extra pressure.
And, you know, these kids have got motors. Jimerson's got a motor. Malik Brown's got a motor. And we've seen Brad sailing. And, you know, when he sends them, Seth, they go.
Oh, no doubt. They, you know, I'm talking to Coach Warford a little bit today about Malik Brown, just talking about how crucial he's going to be for the team this year. Just a great kid. What did he call him?
Quiet assassin.
Quiet assassin.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and then, of course, Jimerson, who just had a tremendous junior season. Brad played a huge role in being, you know, a young sophomore, so we look to see how he progresses. And then KD Shields is just going to be a huge part of both the offense and the defense. We'll look for him to run the ball from time to time, but also to bring the pain at linebacker.
And especially with the thing that Shields gives you is a lot of speed at that linebacker position. KD Shields also going to be in our running back group. He's going to get some opportunities to carry the mail a little bit. But KD, you know, there were times where he was running the ball last year. We were like, KD, you don't have to take the hit every time. He's a guy that does seek out contact, which that's exactly what you want out of a linebacker. And so it makes sense for him to be a good transition over to that position. He does give you some speed there. Jeremiah's the one that's already on some preseason watch list for, you know, All-State and All-Conference, all that kind of stuff, because he had such a great season. He's also played in the secondary some. And so when you play a team like Warren that's going to spread you out, it is nice to have some linebackers with some coverage experience in their belt, and Jeremiah is one of the most experienced linebackers in the whole conference, actually, because he's played a lot of football, and he is probably going to be the senior leader that we need for this offense to gel quickly.
You know, and again,
defense to gel quickly.
Back up, you know, what you said about Malik Brown. He's a pretty good-sized kid, and he can move, and it's going to be interesting to see. You know, these are our starting linebackers. And as the night goes by and as we start, you know, switching kids in, getting kids rest, it'll be imperative to see who comes in to back our backers up, our tackles, our guards, and everything, you know, to keep our kids as fresh as possible.
Yeah, and the other thing that Coach Warford was saying about Malik Brown, I think this is great, is he talked about how good of a kid he was and the work ethic that he puts in. And so that is you like to have a couple of different personalities at linebacker. You like to have the ones that will hit you, they get up and they let you know they hit them. But the quiet assassins, the one that hits you, they just get up, they go back to the line, they make it. This is just business, baby. That's all it is. We're here for a business meeting today. Those are the ones that are scary.
Yeah.
And so it's nice to have that whole personality spectrum in that linebacker group.
Captains tonight for your Leopards, number 33, Jared Hathcock. Number 2, as we mentioned, Jeremiah Jimerson. Number 28, Wesley Morley. And another one we've been mentioning this linebacker group is number 5, KD Shields. For Warren, you got Josiah Steen, number 1. Number 10, Jackson Denton. And number 7, Tayshawn Edwards. I think Ben might have mentioned those guys once or twice.
We've heard those names before.
So they are meeting at midfield.
You know, and one of the things we can watch too, and Morley's going to be played in the D back and in the backfield, but he's learning football. He started late, and he's got blazing speed. He's got track speed, and Coach Fogelman was just saying, you know, we're making a better football player out of him. And I'm telling you, you know, star's bright over that kid if he can just keep improving and learning the game of football.
Well, I can tell you the coaches behind closed doors when nobody else is listening, they'll tell you that Wesley Morley has an opportunity to be something special.
Yeah.
That he has, he had some trouble with ball security early because he's just picking up football, but they think those issues are behind him, and this kid is a one-cut, get upfield, turn the corner, and go. And when he goes real fast.
Warren has won the toss. They deferred their decision to the second half, so the Leopards will receive to begin the ball game. They will be going from right to left here at Malvern Stadium.
I'm not so sure that we haven't seen speed like Morley's got since Hill was on the field out here. He has got that kind of speed. Of course, Hill was in a class of his own with his speed, but to be mentioned in the same breath, it kind of tells you what kind of speed Wesley Morley has.
Well, yeah, he's 100-meter dash speed. I mean, he's one of the best in the state at running the 100-meter dash. So we're not talking just he's got good football speed. We're talking about this guy could possibly get scholarship opportunities to run track at universities. So he's that kind of fast. And so, yeah, we've had some great backs. Like when we look at Dupree was fast, but I mean, he made his bones by being big and physical and strong and pounding people and looking for contact. Harold Harris really kind of in the middle. Harold Harris was really fast, but he also loved contact.
Harold would run into you.
Madre would outrun you, and if he didn't outrun you to the corner, then he would put that extra gear on, and then he'd still beat you to the corner. Right? I mean, so comparing Morley to Madre top speed it may be the best comparison we've had since Madre.
Two great schools, great football traditions, and all these names that you just heard are schools that have put a lot of people in a Razorback uniform.
I tell you what, excuse me for interrupting, that bunch over there, Warren, sent a bunch of receivers up to Fayetteville too, haven't they?
Yeah, they sure have.
Gosh.
I think Coach Fogelman called it wide receiver U
Yeah,
in the coaches show.
yeah.
KD Shields back deep to receive for the Leopards. Looks like he's joined by number 24, Terrence Hawkins. I can't tell. I think that might be Solomon Toney. Oh, Hogan. It's Hogan back there.
Elijah Hogan.
Giancarlos Marquez kicks the ball away. And, Ben, what time is it?
It's showtime.
Will be Hogan fielding it around the 2-yard line, gets up over the 10, 15, 20, finds a gap up over the 30 and falls forward to the 34.
That was a really good lane for him to hit there, wasn't there, Ben?
Really well blocked and a really good return by Hogan, not to dance around, not to work too hard at trying to find this big hole, that big hole. Just get it upfield, let your blockers do the work. And now we have an opportunity to see Morley at work, and hopefully we can open up one of those holes. And if he gets a hole that big, we'll be playing the fight song.
We love a good rendition of the fight song.
There you go.
So 1st and 10, looks like they gave him the 35. Going to be a man split to each side. Joined by a host of backs in the backfield is Pinkston. Here's the snap, give to Shields off the left side.
Ooh.
He's going to pick up a yard before he is hit pretty hard by Xavier Miller.
Yeah, Miller really filled a hole there that was available for about 2.5 seconds before he plugged it.
So that'll make it 2nd and 9. Ball sitting on Malvern's own 36-yard line. Pinkston trots back in with the play. This time looks like it's going to be a tight trips over on the right, split left. Pistol formation with Morley behind Pinkston. Throws it out, got his man complete up over the 35, falls forward to the 39. That was Tyreek Jacobs.
And I will say that Malvern in no hurry to run plays. And if you're going to play a team like Warren that can score points in bunches, slowing the game down, trying to limit possessions is a great way to pull off an upset. Now, I would say you got to get first downs. You can't play real slow for 3 plays and then punt. You got to pick up some first downs along the way.
Going to be about a 3rd and 6. Twins left, split right, back to each side of Pinkston. Try to get him to jump. No go. Now he's got his play. Here's the snap. Pinkston looking to throw. Dodges the first man, unable to get away from the second. Gets back near the line of scrimmage, but that'll bring up 4th and 6.
Well, we saw a lot of the speed of the linebackers and the D-backs from Warren. Had really good coverage on our wideouts, and we're going to have to do some different things to get them open.
That's going to bring on Hathcock to punt the ball away for the Leopards, and will be Steen back deep to receive for the Lumberjacks. He's getting some instructions in case he wants to fair catch it here. Low snap but fielded. Punt is away. Steen catches it around the 25, up over the 30, 35, 40, breaks the tackle over the 45 and runs out around midfield.
Not a great net on that, but I tell you what, Hathcock did a great job of just fielding that snap and getting the punt off. Looked like a shortstop.
The old one hop.
Played it on the short hop, came up and got it. I like that. Well done.
Or would it be like a first baseman with the dig?
I got my best friend in here who actually played shortstop. And is there any critiques on that, Wesley? That was
Emphasis on the short? No, I'm just kidding. Oh. Twins to each side for Warren. Give going to go up the middle.
Really
Going to
nice
be brought
play.
down right at the line of scrimmage. That was Avery on the carry.
Yes, yeah. Jimerson on the bottom of the pile, too.
Bring up 2nd and 10 from the Leopards' 49-yard line. I don't even know him by Wesley. I know him as a player. Twins left, split right. Avery to the right. Denton looking to throw deep, incomplete, as it was bracketed coverage there by the Leopards.
Yep, really good work by the Leopards. Corner rode him all the way, pushed him to the outside, had good safety help.
Yeah, Osborne over the
Teresa
top.
Osborne was down there and wouldn't let the ball carrier get behind him, and he had a better chance at the ball than the offensive receiver did. Big third downs, need to stop him here, guys.
Trips right, split left. Back to the left of Denton. Takes the snap looking to throw.
There you go.
Flush from the pocket, keeps his eyes downfield, throws it over the head of his intended receiver, Steen there. Going to bring up 4th and 10.
Well, I tell you what, Zane Hathcock was all over him and his crew, and also out there was number 45, Henry Ivy, and the quarterback never got a chance really to set up and set his feet and find these receivers.
Well, we had talked about that. They're going for it here on 4th down, but making that quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. If you don't, Warren's going to give you a tough time. Leopards done a good job so far.
Denton looking to throw.
Uh-oh.
Got a man. It is. No, it's incomplete. He dropped it.
Wow.
Steen had to step on his man, but unable to bring it in. So a big stop for the Leopard defense.
Yeah, we got away with one there because that was a really well-placed ball. Probably should have been caught, especially if you're a Division I prospect. You expect him to come down with that. We kind of got lucky there. But, you know, I go back to if you watched that benefit game against Bauxite, where there was a lot of reasons to have some optimism, was that defense played very, very good football against Bauxite. Maybe got away with one on 4th down, but right there, the Leopards held firm.
So they take over 1st and 10 from their own 49. Looks like it's going to be Twins left, split right. Hathcock going to be the up back off the left. Pistol formation. Pinkston takes the snap. Give to Morley up the middle. Finds a little hole. So he gets over the 50 all the way down to the 47-yard line of the Lumberjacks.
And that's one of the things speed will give you. Like, it doesn't seem like a lot, but you blink and you pick up 5 yards because you get to the hole so fast. Those linebackers have to collapse.
You know, that's one thing that Hill did. You know, he was between the tackles through there before the linebackers could blink.
And what you like to do is get behind that linebacker. And then it's a foot race.
2nd down and 6. Twins right, split left. Back to each side of Pinkston. Fakes the give to Morley, now looking to throw. Across the field, had his man, but unable to get it to him. That was Osborne coming across the middle.
And just a great play call, and had Osborne wide open, just let that ball sail on him a little bit. That had the potential to actually be a touchdown right there.
It could have.
He had a blocker in front. He'd make one guy miss. You pick up the block on the other guy, and on Wisconsin is playing.
We got to change the name of that. All right, so that brings up 3rd and 6. Trips left, split right. Morley to the right of Pinkston. Pinkston looking to throw. Oh, we got a flag.
I think we were moving a little early there.
Yep. Going to back the Leopards up 5 and turn it into a 3rd and 11.
A little anxious.
Penalty moves the ball back to the Leopard 48-yard line. 7:58. I know you can see that now, but it's just habit to say the time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Trips left, split right for the Leopards. Got Morley to the left of Pinkston. 3rd and 11. Pinkston gets the snap. Flush from the pocket, and he is going to be dropped in the backfield. That was Lambert and Ingram all over him from that Lumberjack defensive line.
They just brought pressure from the backside. Pinkston really didn't see it coming. And so when he tried to turn around and reverse field, he had face mask full of lumberjack in his face.
Yeah, it was white everywhere.
Never a good thing.
He turned around and saw white out, what he saw.
This is what you call an obvious punting situation.
4th and 25, are you sure? Yeah. Hathcock on to punt. This time, snap hits him dead in the chest. Going to be fielded by Steen around the 35. He gets up over the 45 to about the 48, 49-yard line.
Really nice tackle there by Carlos Ross. Open field tackle. The big guy just sat down, squared up, and really nice tackle.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the Lumberjack 49-yard line.
I know that's what the roster says, but that is not Carlos Ross. I think that's a DeVore, honestly.
Going to be trips left, split right. Denton takes the snap, looking to throw.
Ooh,
Hey,
nice
great defense
coverage.
there by Jimerson. Intended receiver was Edwards there on the 5-yard stick route.
You were talking about, saw some of that old D-back come out of him on that play, didn't you? I mean, he was all over him.
It was great timing, and I think a name that you're going to hear a lot, Zane Hathcock, providing a lot of pressure right there. This kid's strong as an ox. I mean, he's squatting 500-plus pounds, and he's got a lot of football left to play, just a junior.
2nd and 10 for the Lumberjacks. Denton looking to throw. This time got his man out complete. Up over the 45, down near the first down. He'll have it to the 40. Again, that was Edwards.
Slipped a tackle. We thought we had him there and slipped a tackle. Good running by the Warren Lumberjacks. And got a first in town. We're at the 6:57 mark here in the first quarter, and it's a scoreless ball game.
Remember, they can see that.
Do I?
I don't think they can yet.
Oh, they can't? Never mind. Keep on,
It's
Ron.
coming.
Denton looking to throw. Towards the end zone, looking for Steen. He's behind everybody, and he's got it.
We do have a flag, and they threw it way back on the other side of the 50.
Are you sure? Oh, yeah, I do see it.
Could be a sideline warning if I'm going to guess.
Yep, sideline warning.
It's a good guess.
So it will be a 40-yard touchdown connection there from Denton to Steen.
Yeah, Steen was showing us some of that speed.
So keep in mind, I mean, you do the math. You play 14 games. You score 27 touchdowns. That's a hiccup away from averaging 2 touchdowns a game. And I taught English and social studies, but that's pretty easy math.
That's it.
I've taught it all.
That's Oklahoma math, and I can do that one.
All right. Kick is away on the extra point, and it is good.
We'll be back after a message from our sponsors.
No matter your season of life, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank. Come home to Farmers Bank.
Since 1968, Teeter Motor Company has been.
Kick is away here. Hogan's going to field it at the 5-yard line, up over the 10, 15, 20, 25, falls forward to around the 27-yard line. Another good return there by Elijah Hogan.
And you wonder at this point if you might see a little bit more Wesley Morley. More Morley. How about that?
Morley.
I believe he just has the one carry for 5 yards. So he is averaging 5 yards a carry early on in the season. That's pretty good mark.
That's math we can do there. Michael Chance is famous for saying, I was told there'd be no math. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Leopards from their own 27-yard line. Looks like referees are wanting some water. Trying to figure out exactly what's going on. An official's timeout.
Yeah, so this is actually at a AAA meeting. This is one of the things that is a AAA focus, is they can take as many water break timeouts as necessary to keep people safe, and that includes not just the players but also the officials. So
you mean they're taking a page from the World Cup this past year?
yeah,
with,
that's exactly
the
right.
hydration
That's
break.
exactly right.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably what this is. This is just making sure that all the players are staying hydrated and staying safe. And honestly, in 4A football, you have so many kids going both ways. This is a really good rule by the AAA. It's not necessarily stopping the momentum or stopping a play or stopping a drive, stopping the clock, just taking those opportunities when you get them to keep players safe.
Back to action here. 1st and 10 from the 27. Twins left, split right, pistol formation. Pinkston takes the snap, give to Morley. He's able to spin off of a guy up over the 30. Going to get up to near the 32-yard line. So another nice gain there by Morley.
And that's a great first down play for the Leopards, staying ahead of the sticks. You put yourself in a second and relatively short situation. Last time they had a wide open opportunity and just missed it on second down in this situation. Let's see what they do here.
2nd and 5. Give going to go to Morley again, but we have another flag, and it's going to be another false start on the Leopards. So that will negate the 5-yard run on first down by Morley and now make it 2nd and 10.
And it sure looked like they had numbers to block on the left side of the line right there, too. It looked like Morley might have had one guy to beat to the edge and then a lot of green. So that's definitely going to be one I think the coaching staff's not going to be super excited about when they watch that on film.
So as we said, it will be 2nd and 10. Ball back on the Leopard 27-yard line. Pinkston. Give going to go to Morley, looking to try to get to the outside. Breaks the first tackle, then gets forward. Still fighting for yardage over the 30. Looks like he's going to give him the 31-yard line. And, man, that was a late bring down there.
Yeah.
Number 30, Jackson Ingram.
And Morley's gimpy for sure.
Well, that was, I mean,
well, and really
progress was well stopped. I mean, he was about 6 yards back from where.
Yeah, I mean, that's one where, and we can't really hear the whistle, but I mean, once you get backed up 2 yards and you're getting pushed back, we need the whistle to blow and we need the play to stop.
Morley helped off the field.
Yeah, and he really did a good job showing some power, no quit. And then they started backing him up, and the kid picked him up. And anyway.
Pinkston looking to throw on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, complete. Up over the 45, down to about the 49-yard line. That was Tyreek Jacobs.
Tyreek really did a good job of going up high and catching the ball at his height, and that's where where Pinkston put it up there, where he was about the only one that could catch it. Nice throw, nice catch.
Yeah, Tyreek had to jump up there to get that one a little bit. He's a basketball player, and so I'm sure those those hops and bounces helped a little bit right there.
So 1st and 10 for the Leopards from their own 48. Twins left, split right. Fakes the give's going to be Pinkston keeping it himself, and he looks like may have just got back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. Make it 2nd and 10 for the Leopards.
Boy, the Leopards pulled two guys on that one. They pulled the guard and the tackle. They faked going off to the left. Those left side, the whole left side of the line pulled off to the right side. Warren defensive line is actually, they're really fast, really athletic.
They really are.
Twins to each side. Pinkston takes the snap, and we're going to be backed up 5 again.
The procedure penalties have been really tough here for the Leopards in the early going. It's the first game of the year. You kind of expect some of that.
Yeah, a little bit of it, but not a whole lot. And I think the couple of coaches down here really would like some explanation on that.
That one, I'm pretty sure the whole line moved before the ball was snapped.
Which that could mean that we didn't snap it when we were supposed to snap.
Could be. 2nd and 15. Pinkston flush from the pocket. Makes a man miss, makes another. Pinkston's got some room for a first down. He's up over the 30. 25 going to be pushed out around the 20-yard line. Big run by Pinkston.
Well, he's one of those kids with those long legs get to going, and he can really build.
Sideline warning.
Team.
Sideline warning now on Warren. So the Leopard long play by Pinkston will stand. Which
And
I
that's
didn't give
one-
him enough credit. I said the 20. He's all the way down to around the 13-yard line.
And that's one where you got to tell your quarterback, listen, I know Pinkston's probably our best defensive end, and he loves the contact, but that's one where you got to say, as the quarterback, son, just get out of bounds, bro. You don't have to take that hit right there. Yeah, we kind of had that situation last year.
Maybe a little.
Yeah.
That's deja vu.
1st and 10 here for the Leopards. From the Lumberjack 13. Pinkston.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Well, it's a
we got
penalty
another
anyway,
flag,
for
and it's
some reason.
another false start. So that's going to back the Leopards up 5 and make it 1st and 15 now from the Lumberjack 18. The team as good as Warren, you can't afford to keep putting yourself in these negative situations.
You can only shoot yourself in the foot so many times, right?
I would prefer 0 when it comes to that analogy. Pinkston takes the snap. Gibbs going to go to Katie. No, it's going to be Pinkston himself. He's going to get up over the 10 down to the 9-yard line. He had me fooled.
Yeah.
Me too.
And honestly, like, even after that penalty, putting yourself in 1st and 15, you get a nice pickup there, and you put yourself back in position to maybe get points on the board right here.
Going to be 2nd and 6. Ball sitting on the 9-yard line of the Lumberjacks. As the Leopards are trying to draw even in this game. Twins left, split right. Give up the middle.
Sailing.
And he is, well, he fumbled.
No, he's in there. Touchdown.
Sailing wasn't going to be denied.
Okay, there it is, touchdown. I was waiting for the signal. So Brad Sailing finds pay dirt.
That was a combination of really good vision, really good patience, and then pinball action because he was just bouncing off people left and right. And just a great run. And just enough push by that offensive line to just move the line of scrimmage enough that he was able to bounce around and get in there for a touchdown.
Alan Cervantes on to kick the extra point for the Leopards. High snap but fielded. Kick is away, and it is good.
We got a football game on our hands.
2:28 left here in the first quarter. Leopards draw even, 7-7. We'll be back after this.
Since 1968, Teeter Motor Company has been so lucky and proud to be a part of the Malvern school system. I grew up in Malvern. It's been my home for the longest. Graduated school here in 1981. Seen a lot of kids come and go throughout our dealership, and I couldn't be more pleased to offer our chance to be a part of this up-and-coming 2026 year. Go Leopards. We love you guys, and make the most of it. And don't forget, the deals are sweeter at Teeter.
No matter your season of life, no matter your banking needs, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank.
There's a place I'm welcome in. There's a place I know I'm called a friend. There's a place that I'm never alone. There's a place called home. A place called home.
Come home to Farmers Bank.
We welcome you back here to Malvern Stadium as the Leopards score off of the Brad Sailing touchdown. We do want to let you know we are blessed to have a new system we're putting into place. Some kinks still being worked out. We are working on the timer so that you'll be able to see the time at home at all times, but until then we will keep you updated. Cervantes' kick, going to be a sky kick, fielded around the 28-yard line, going to be pushed out around the 40. That was Jacob Marshall.
And if I randomly disappear for a while, it's because there's a wasp in here, and I don't do wasps. So,
He already had one swing and a miss.
well, I hit it,
Well,
and it was made
foul
out
ball. It was a
of
foul ball.
it was made out of titanium or something because it just kind of brushed it off. But
That's one of the classic stories that people will never get to see or hear that went on up here, 2 years ago?
I
Sometime.
think that's right.
1st and 10 for the Lumberjacks. Denton takes the snap, fakes to nobody, now throws an out route complete to Steen, and he's going to fall forward up over the 45 to the 44. Oh, well, maybe they say, nope, they're going to say the 46. Knee was down before the extension.
Warren does want to speed up. You know, we've been taking our time, getting to the line of scrimmage. Warren, on the other hand, they're lined up. They're ready to roll.
1st and 10 for the Lumberjacks. Twins right, split left. Denton takes the snap, give, up the middle, finds some room this time, up over the 40, 35, all the way to the 33-yard line of the Leopards. Another first down for the Lumberjacks.
Well, they run number 14, who's Jacoby Avery, and he's pretty good back. He was one that they said, they can throw the ball and do that, but watch out for the running back.
Here we go. Denton looking to throw over the middle. Steen complete over the 20 down to the 16-yard line. Another first down for the Lumberjacks.
Guys, they've got Steen listed at 5'10". Well, the eye test up here, he looks a little taller than that to me, doesn't he? You, Ben?
Yeah, and he's long. You know, long arms.
Yeah.
1st and 10. Give up the middle. Again, find some room over the 10 all the way to the 9-yard line of the Leopards. That's Jacoby Avery.
And he is a one-cut back. He gets upfield in a hurry. You know, a lot of running backs, they got to get some space to get up to full speed. His 10-yard time is pretty good.
2nd and 3, give to Avery again, and
Yeah.
this time he is going to find the end zone as Warren retakes the lead. Sailing was there, just unable to bring him down in time before he crosses the goal line.
Yeah, and not only that, Warren mixed it up more on that series too with the run and the play and the pass and the play action. And again, go to Steen, and it paid off for him.
Pohomba on for the extra point. Kick is away,
Nice try.
and it is good. 1:05 left here in the first quarter, and it is 14-7 Lumberjacks. We'll be back after this. Marquez kick is away. Going to be Hogan again, this time fielded at the 1 yard line, up over the 10, 15, finds some space to the outside over the 20, makes another man miss over the 25, still fighting forward. Going to be just short of the 30. We'll give him the Malvern 29-yard line as the Leopards will take over 1st and 10.
Elijah Hogan really did a good job finding the outside and finding a little bit of protection, a little bit of wall out there on the visitor side, and set us up right at the 30-yard line, and that's not bad field position.
No, I mean, what I would say is those returners have done a good job of just getting upfield, not trying to get fancy with the return.
It's been Hogan every time.
It's been Hogan. He's done a great job of just taking what you can get. And if you get upfield fast enough, you can give yourself pretty good field position.
Trips left, split right for the Leopards. Pinkston got the back to the left. Here's the snap. Give is to the back, able to make the first man miss, gets over the 30 to the 32-yard line. That is Terrence Hawkins.
Terrence Hawkins, one heck of an athlete, played a little bit of everything. Was quarterback in junior high and also can play some wide receiver. A good, fast athlete. Good hard worker, too. Terrence is a good kid, got a smile on his face, and be nice to see him tote the mail a little bit. I like a mailman that smiles.
And with what's going on, he's going to get a lot more totes now than what we had planned half an hour ago.
So it's going to be 2nd and 7. Twins left, split right, back to each side of Pinkston. We got a stoppage in play here. It's going to be a timeout, Warren.
17 seconds left.
Yeah, 17 seconds left. Do you want to stay here?
We'll stay here.
Let's stay here.
Why they call timeout with 17 seconds left.
As Ron said, in case you were wondering why he would say Hawkins is going to have to step up, all the running backs are going to have to step up. Morley is done for the game. He is being treated by medical professionals right now, and our hopes and prayers are with him, and that it's nothing too bad, nothing too serious, but always better to go and get him checked out. And now we'll look to see Sailing and Hawkins and KD Shields, just a running back by committee who are going to step up. And
well, Jimerson can play some running back.
Yeah.
Tony can play some.
And as we've seen, Pinkston.
That's right.
And Pinkston can run.
He can run it. Coming out of the timeout again, Leopards facing a 2nd and 7, ball on their own 32-yard line. Twins left, split right, back to each side of Pinkston. Here's the snap, fakes the give. Pinkston looking to throw, got Sailing. Complete over the 35, fighting towards the 37. Looks like he's going to be about 2 yards short, make it 3rd and 2.
I really like that play design. What we've done is we've had some success getting some guys open, getting Pinkston outside the pocket, and finding guys crossing against the grain on this Warren defense, and we've come to the end of the first quarter.
At the end of the first quarter, Lumberjacks lead at 14-7. We'll be back with the second after this.
No matter your season of life, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank. Come home to Farmers Bank.
Since 1968, Teeter Motor Company has been so lucky and proud to be a part of the Malvern school system. I grew up in Malvern. It's been my home for the longest. Graduated school here in 1981. Seen a lot of kids come and go throughout our dealership, and I couldn't be more pleased to offer our chance to be a part of this up-and-coming 2026 year. Go Leopards. We love you guys, and make the most of it. And don't forget
3rd and 2, we got a flag. Another flag here on 3rd and 2, and surprise, it's another false start on the Leopards.
Yeah, that's one thing I know that the offensive coaches, the offensive line coaches are really going to be working on it. And talking about a halftime, probably won't have to wait till next week's practice, will they?
So that 3rd and 2 now turns into a 3rd and 7 for the Leopards.
Well, and Seth, you mentioned it. I mean, when you're playing a team that has state championship capability and honestly very plausible that they could win a state championship, you cannot keep shooting yourself in the foot like this. These self-inflicted wounds have got to come to an end in a quick and in a hurry fashion.
So 3rd and 7. Well, looks like Malvern
We
now
might have
going to
called
take
the
a timeout. We'll be back after a short break.
No matter your season of life, no matter your banking needs, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home. No matter your season of life, no matter your banking needs, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank.
There's a place I'm welcome in. There's a place I know I'm called a friend. There's a place that I'm never alone. There's a place called home. A place called home.
Come home to Farmers Bank.
Back here to Malvern Stadium, 3rd and 7 for the Leopards. Bring a man in motion from left to right. Pinkston rolling right, looking to throw. Unleashes it incomplete. Just too much pressure to set his feet and make a good throw there.
And a good decision just to get rid of it, honestly.
Yeah, never had a chance really. I mean, with the pressure that the Lumberjacks were putting on him, it's like run for my life and throw it to Grandma. Oh, Houston nuts thing, wasn't it?
All right.
That was more like throw it to Coach Baker right there on the sideline, what that was.
I think he's over there. 4th and 7 now for the Leopards. Ball on their own 32. Hathcock on to punt the ball away. Uh-oh.
We got too many guys on the field.
Yep. Punt sails out of bounds.
They may just take it because that was the angle on that was not.
Marked it up to the 44-yard line of the Lumberjacks. Leopards had a player run on late.
He's got a pretty good case to just accept the punt.
We'll see what decision.
But he also has one of the most dangerous return men in the state of Arkansas back there, so it is a real decision to make.
That is a fact. Still waiting for what our decision is going to be. It's going to be marked. Yeah, from the end of the kick. So that'll move it from the 44 to the 49 of the Lumberjacks.
Sets the Lumberjacks up in really good field position again, just outside of the Malvern 50.
1st and 10 for the Lumberjacks. Gonna have trips left, split right. Fakes the give. Denton looking to throw. Got a man wide open, and it is complete for the touchdown.
There's
Jacob
a flag
Marshall.
on the play.
Yeah, there's also a flag. But you got to call the play, okay? You never know. Jacob Marshall with the apparent touchdown, but we will see what the flag is.
Yeah, they don't let you do that
Holding
normally.
against the Lumberjacks. We'll negate the touchdown and back them up 10.
Yeah, because that wide receiver reminded me of a Dixie Chick song. Wide open spaces.
Stop it.
Well, I did not have the first pop culture reference of the season being the Dixie Chicks. I think they're now just
They're just
the
the
Chicks.
Chicks, right? That's right. That's right.
So 1st and 20, twins to each side. Denton going to look to throw. Screen pass set to Avery. Up over the 45 and drug out of bounds around, it looks like they're going to say 49-yard line.
They pretty much got it right back, so it lost 10 on the penalty, picked 10 up on the first down.
So basically no gain on first down is what you're saying?
We could call it that.
Yeah. Just depends on if you're a glass half empty or a half full kind of guy.
Either way, the glass still has the same amount of water in it. That's what I've learned.
Facts. Second team.
No, that's definitely a false start.
So this time a false start will be on the Lumberjacks. Not unusual to see more flags fly in the first week of the season. Everybody excited to be back out there and wearing the pads again. Going to be 2nd and 15 now. Ball all the way back to the Lumberjack 44-yard line. Looks like it's going to be trips left, split right. Avery to the left of Denton. Looking to throw. Looking for Steen out there.
He's got it
Tries
down.
to toe touch the sideline. Takes his eyes off the ball and falls incomplete. So that'll make it 3rd and 15.
And that was big Aaron Williams, just kind of looked like he was shot out of a cannon from that defensive tackle position in the quarterback's face. Helped create that loftier trajectory out of the quarterback's hands that helped us make that incomplete.
I like it. 3rd and 15 now for the Lumberjacks. Empty backfield. Denton looking to throw. Rolls to his right now. He's going to uncork one towards the sideline, and it is going to go incomplete.
Well-
back up a little bit. I'll tell you what. Jacob entered number 61 is one of those big sophomore kids. I tell you, he's really grown up and looks great.
It does look like Coach Embry's going to punt the ball here, but, he had about 4th and 10 around midfield earlier and went for it, so.
This is 4th and 15.
I would beware of shenanigans.
You think they might shenan again?
Again,
Steen looks to be in punt formation. High snap, but fielded. He is going to kick the ball away. Lands at the 30, takes a
We do not
Lumberjack
want to touch
bounce to the Leopard 21-yard line. We're not going to talk about which apostle you yell.
main thing is the Leopards got to stop.
And
Yeah,
that-
that's right. Ron, what do we need to do?
Well, we're going to have to respond.
There you go. All right.
we need an answer.
We
Oh,
need
there,
an
we
answer.
need an answer.
But honestly, the Leopard defense so far, I mean, we talked about the whole pregame was how good Warren's offense was, and don't get me wrong, there's still plenty of time for the fireworks to commence. But through 13 minutes of this football game, the Leopard defense, outside of one busted coverage play, has played pretty good football.
1st and 10. Ball on the Leopard 21-yard line. Twins right, split left. Pinkston going to send a man in motion from right to left. Fakes the give to him, and we got another flag, and it will be another false start.
Going to start calling this offense the United Nations. A lot of flags. I'm a history teacher. Social studies joke.
There you go. I taught geography at one point in my life.
Yep.
So penalty will make it 1st and 10 for the Leopards.
First
Backs
and
it up to
15.
their 16-yard line. All right, what did I say?
10.
Oh, 1st and 15, my bad. 1st and 15 from the 16-yard line. Trips right, split left. Oh, I don't think we were set there either, but might have got away with it. Give up the middle. Not a lot there. Blow the whistle. Jeez.
Slow whistles.
I've already had one running back get hurt because of that.
And give Warren credit, they are not going to stop until they hear that whistle. They are going to keep playing physical, and which is what you got to do. I mean, if the official's not going to blow the whistle, you got to keep going.
Well, if you don't, you got to talk to Bo, and I don't think they really want to talk to Bo on stuff out like that, though.
Picked up 1 yard there, so it'll make it 2nd and 14. Twins to each side. Now going to send a man in motion from left to right. Pinkston takes the snap. Throw out complete. Gets up over the 20 to around the 22, 23-yard line. Goes Jacobs.
And that was actually a really nice little move to make the first guy miss, to pick up an additional 4 or 5, and it gives you a chance. It puts you in a position to have a chance to pick up this first down. 3rd and a bunch doesn't seem very good. 3rd and 8 seems a little better.
Yeah, definitely does seem a little better. Ball at the Leopard 23-yard line. Trips left, split right. Going to be Hawkins to the right of Pinkston. Pinkston looking to throw out, got his man complete, but we have
goodness gracious.
another false start on what would have been a first down there to Osborne. This is dancing lessons. 2 steps forward, 5 steps. What are we doing?
Whatever we're doing on our false starts, it seems to be the same thing over. It looks like I can't pick it up. But we're doing something almost not every play, but a lot.
3rd and 13. Pinkston looking to throw, double move, looking for Osborne. He is shoved out of bounds. Not going to get the flag though.
Get the flag.
Very physical coverage there by McGee from the Lumberjacks. I think Coach Fogelman's wondering the same thing. I don't think you could just shove him out of bounds.
No, and you can't say it's uncatchable when you make contact 15 yards from where he's headed to. So.
And the ball was in the air. And still.
Hathcock on to punt the ball away for the Leopards. Steen back to receive.
Wow.
Well,
I don't think they'll take the penalty.
Leopards, for the second punt in a row, tried to run a man on late, which draws the flag, but the punt off the side of the foot of Hathcock is going to give the Lumberjacks great starting field position.
I think that ended up in the legacy seat.
You know, it's you're going to have problems on your first game, but these penalties right now are really hurting the Leopard in a ball game that we're definitely in. Down 1 touchdown, but we got to quit shooting ourselves in the foot. That was a matter of just not having the team, the 2 guys going out to have them ready to go. Then they start out. You got too many men on the field, and Warren is in excellent field position.
Well, you hope you run out of ammo.
Yeah.
So after the punt/penalty, the Lumberjacks are going to take over at the Leopard 25-yard line. Twins right, split left. Give goes to Avery up the middle, patiently running. He is going to be driven backwards. That was Malik Brown in on the stop for the Leopards.
Malik had a hold of him, and he was not going anywhere.
Going to be a loss of 1. Make it 2nd and 11 for the Lumberjacks. Going to be tight trips on the right side, split left. Avery going to be to the right of Denton. Denton looking to throw quick. Got his man now trying to get outside. Good speed there by Ball, getting out there and making the tackle, preventing a big play.
And what made that very impressive is that was actually Tayshawn Edwards, a track star that they threw it to, and Ball was able to track him down before he was able to cut the corner.
Going to make it 3rd and 5 for the Lumberjacks. Little over 8 minutes left. Lumberjacks leading in this one 14-7, trying to add to their lead. Leopard defense trying to hold. Denton takes the snap, looking to throw. Just going to throw the ball away, incomplete. That'll make it 4th down.
And, I mean, honestly, you could almost make the case that was grounding, because you talk about nobody being in the area. He threw that over there to the ambulance, and there was nobody near the end zone.
To be fair, they are the first responders.
That's true.
Going to be 4th and 5 for the Lumberjacks.
This would be a big stop for the Leopards right here.
Denton fakes the give, looking to throw towards the end zone. Incomplete. Leopard defense holds.
And all this talk, and rightfully so, because this is probably the best wide receiver group in 4A. At least this is what everybody's kind of anticipating coming into the season. And if you talk, there were some concerns about the secondary, our secondary in depth and inexperience and a lot of issues. Hey, they played one heck of a football game against one of the best wide receiver crews in the state, regardless of classification. These guys are really, really athletic, fast, and they've got the stats to back it up from the previous year. So, tip of the hat to this secondary, and then that front four. Really, we've been playing with a three-man front.
Yeah, I was going to say that front four is really doing a good job too.
They've done a really good job of being able to get pressure on the quarterback without a lot of blitzes.
Leopards take over 1st and 10 from the 20. Give. Going to bounce it out to the outside. Lowers the shoulder over a man. Going to pick up, looks like 2, up to the 22-yard line.
And now he's
make it 2nd and 8.
Yeah, 7 minutes and 39 seconds left here. In the
that's
first
KD.
half.
We got, KD Shields is
Oh, no.
down.
This is one thing that we had talked about that the Leopards really, really, really have problems with. Is not have problems that they can't overcome that easily is getting these kids hurt, getting these injuries, and that was one of the keys that we were talking. Coach Fogelman and I were talking about. As the season goes on, we've got to keep these kids healthy as possible because we're just not deep enough.
Well, the good news about KD is he is walking off gingerly, but on his own accord.
And he is extremely tough.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So good to see him walking it off. Looks like he's holding his shoulder a little bit.
Yeah, maybe the chest, maybe got – hopefully it's just a stinger.
Yeah.
The way they picked him up and threw him up, I hope it's not a – I hope it's not a shoulder because they –
After the
rough
gain
and
of
tumble
2, Leopards will be facing a 2nd and 8 from their own 22-yard line.
Well, one thing, anytime you face a Warren team, a Bo Henry Warren team, they're going to be physical. And that's just the way he plays.
Twins right, split left. Pinkston fakes the give, looking to throw. Nice block there by the back.
Oh, now that's got to be pass interference, and there it is.
Diving catch. Jacobs almost pulled in a great catch, but not able to. It doesn't matter because the flag is there.
Yeah, Jacobs had him on his hip, and he had to do something. He had reservations for 6.
Well, I tell you this, though. That play doesn't happen if Sailing doesn't pick up that guy off the edge.
Right.
Just a tremendous pickup to give Pinkston the time to release that ball. And just a great athletic play by Jacobs. He knew he was beat. All he could do was reach out and grab him and still almost made a highlight catch.
Well, one thing, too, as good and outstanding linebacker as Junior is, Sailing, he wants to tote the football. He wants to on that offensive side of the ball. And he's certainly showing he deserves to be there.
He's a team first guy. He's going to do
yeah.
whatever it takes to try to win.
Yeah.
After the penalty, Leopards are going to get a 1st and 10. Ball looks like it's sitting on their own 37-yard line. Twins left, split right. Is going to be Sailing to the left of Pinkston. Fakes the give. Pinkston's going to keep it himself. Falls forward up over the 40 to the 41-yard line. Not sure, Ben, if he was supposed to keep it or not.
It did kind of look like there was a little surprise.
Yeah, like, oh, you're not going to take it, I'll take it.
You got that ball.
You don't want it, I'll take it. Nice gain of 4 on 1st down, makes it 2nd and 6. Twins left, split right. Pinkston takes the snap. This time going to give to Sailing up the middle, trying to push the pile forward. Pinkston going to come in and get him some. Look at that.
Yeah.
And the pile moves forward because of it. Going to get up near the 45-yard line. Looks like they're going to be 45. You love a quarterback who's not afraid to go in there and try to push the pile, don't you, Ben?
No, that's that defensive end coming out of him. What do they say? You can take the quarterback out of the defensive end, but you can't take the defensive end out of the quarterback. That's what they say.
That's what they say.
That's what they say, Seth.
That's what they say. And if you're not sure, look up the cited information.
Yeah.
Ben Dial. So it's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Leopards. Pinkston under center. Give to Sailing.
Got it.
Got some
Yep.
room and more. Sailing's off to the races.
Hang on.
Tries to make a man miss. He's going to get up over the 25-yard line down to looks like the 22. Sailing, tremendous runner. He had some speed back there chasing him, didn't he, Ben?
And that, for all you people that like smash mouth football, how about 2 tight ends, 3 running backs in the backfield, wide receivers get off the field. We're going to play some smash mouth football. 3rd and 2. They made the decision right there. We're either going to get this first down here or we're going for it on 4th down, and we're just going to pound it right down the middle until we get it. And then, boom, you break one off, and then you see Sailing with a nice gain right there on 3rd down.
1st and 10 from the Lumberjack 22. Fakes the give. Pinkston looking to throw. Now he's going to take off with it. Gets up over the 20. Tries to extend it forward. Looks like he does. Going to get the 19-yard line.
I really like that decision by Pinkston. I mean, we have had some success here getting down to around the 20-yard line. Now we're inside the 20-yard line. You had a one-on-one opportunity in the corner, but an interception kills momentum. So go ahead. If he felt like he could pick up 2 or 3, go ahead, stay in front of the sticks. Hey, we got a kicker that can make this field goal. I don't know if that's on Coach Fogelman's mind or not, but keep the drive alive, keep momentum in your possession.
Give up the middle. Fighting forward over the 15 down to the 14 goes Hawkins.
And everybody in that running back room getting some opportunities today. Morley certainly does not look like he's going to return. I don't see KD. I don't know what his situation is right now, but it could be that Sailing and Hawkins carry the load the rest of the way.
KD being examined on the sideline. Going to be 3rd and 2, twins to each side. Hawkins going to be to the left of Pinkston. Now send Jacobs in motion. High snap, but fielded by Pinkston. Trying to get forward and pick it up. Push the pile forward. I think he's going to be 1 yard short.
It's going to be close. Depends on the spot.
Well,
I'm calling it 4th and 1.
I'm calling it, yeah.
You've got a really good field goal kicker, but I think you're playing one of the top 2 or 3 teams maybe in 4A. You're at home, down 7. I think you got to play for 7 points right here.
Yeah.
So it will be a huge 4th and 1 here for the Leopards. Sailing back, dots the I. Pinkston takes the snap, give, goes to Sailing. He's going to have enough for the first down and more as he's over the 5. Going to be brought down around the 2-yard line.
Where is Coach David Alpey? This looks familiar. All those folks that played in the 80s and 90s are like, I recognize this right here.
Well, don't be surprised if you see it again.
Do you recognize my David Alvey
That's it.
visor? This is an old David Alvey visor I got on.
Hey, physicality, it works no matter what area you're in, baby. If you can line up and beat the guy in front of you, you can move the football.
1st and goal, quarterback sneak, Pinkston into the end zone, touchdown Malvern.
Can we make it? There we go. There's the signal.
Yeah, the guy running in already had it. I was on it. Cervantes on to try to tie this ball game up. Brad Sailing will be the holder. 3:25 left in the half. Good hold. Kick is away, and it's good. So 3:25 left.
Wow.
Tie ball game. 14-14. We'll be back after this.
No matter your season of life, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank. Come home to Farmers Bank.
Welcome you back here to Malvern Stadium. Leopards just tied off the quarterback sneak there from Aaron Pinkston. 14-14, 3:25 left. Cervantes on to kick the ball away. Going to be high, fielded around the 25-yard line, up over the 30, 35, 40, spins away over the 45, and will be good starting field position here for the Lumberjacks.
We had mentioned some great running backs that came through here, Harold Harris, Madre Hill. We got Sean Mitchell down there.
Mitchell down there, yeah.
What we just saw on that drive is where that's how those boys made, that was the meat and potatoes of the 80s and 90s. Almost that formation, that same set, those plays, very reminiscent of those 80s and 90s teams that just curb stomp people for 2 decades.
1st and 10, Denton throws out complete, up over the 50, all the way to the 47-yard line, goes Ty Hembry.
The 10th grade, and I'm assuming that's one of Bo's boys.
I would imagine. Or as we like to say, Brian's nephew. Denton looking to throw outside. Wow, throws it through the needle complete.
What a catch and pass.
And it is a touchdown. That was really not that bad a coverage, just put in a very tight window there by Denton.
Wow. You know, all you can do really is kind of marvel at a play like that, guys. I mean, geez, we like you said, we had decent coverage.
Yeah, you really couldn't put that pass in any better of a location, and you got one of the best wide receivers in the state. That's tough to cover.
That'll bring out Emmanuel Pumba to attempt the extra point. Kick is away.
Oh,
and I think it just sneaks in to make it 21-14 Lumberjacks. 2:51 left here in the half. We'll be back after this.
Since 1968, Teeter Motor Company has been so lucky and proud to be a part of the Malvern school system. I grew up in Malvern. It's been my home for the longest. Graduated school here in 1981. Seen a lot of kids come and go throughout our dealership, and I couldn't be more pleased to offer our chance to be a part of this up-and-coming 2026 year. Go Leopards. We love you guys, and make the most of it. And don't forget, the deals are sweeter at Teeter.
No matter your season of life, no matter your banking needs, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank.
There's a place I'm welcome in. There's a place I know I'm called a friend. There's a place that I'm never alone. There's a place called home. A place called home.
Come home to Farmers Bank.
Malvern Stadium. Jacarlos Marquez on to kick the ball away for the Lumberjacks. Hawkins back deep to receive for the Leopards. Kick is away. Going to go over the head and into the end zone for a touchback.
You know, the Leopards are in a situation now that last drive, pound them, hit them in the mouth, pound them, and get a football down the field and get a touchdown. We're at 2:51, say 3 minutes. We're going to have to air the ball out just a little bit to move to answer here before the end of the first half, don't you think?
I always like a good Ron McNamara answer. Leopards did have to take a timeout earlier in the half, so they have 2 left to work with here with this 2 minutes and 51 seconds. They're going to get the ball on their own 20 to begin 1st and 10. Looks like they're going to come out with twins to each side, and it's going to be Hawkins to the left of Pinkston. Going to send Jacobs in motion from right to left. Fakes the give. Quarterback going to keep it himself. Pinkston gets back to the 20 and not much more. Going to call it no gain there on first down. Another slow whistle there as Pinkston was.
Yeah, you know, it was a play that really didn't develop. We've got to give credit to the Lumberjack defense for really messing things up, but it never didn't look like it got started off right. It kind of stumbled and it just never materialized the way the coaches wanted it to.
2nd and 10. Bring a man in motion from left to right. Throw out to Jacobs. He's got it. He's going to get maybe a yard or two. As the corner beats the blocker there, Lewis was all over it. Had to do everything to miss him, and by that time the help got there and only picked up 1. So that's going to make it 3rd and 9.
You know, that's one of those flare passes that we saw the team use last year and the year before. It's one of the, I'm not going to say one of the, it's just a play that Fogelman likes, and when he's got a quarterback and a wideout that he can just, you know, throw that flare out to him, let him go one-on-one.
Twins to each side. Going to move Hawkins to the left side now of Pinkston. 3rd and 9. Pinkston looking to throw.
Got him.
Going to air one out deep, and it is, off the chest of Elijah Hogan. Would have had a first down and more.
Yeah.
Now, honestly, kind of interesting is you had 2 Leopard receivers kind of crossing there.
Both of them were open.
Yeah.
Yeah, both
Were open. I just wonder if they were both running the same play. You don't usually see a cross that far deep down the field, but unfortunately, Hogan unable to bring it in on what would have been a big play for the Leopards, and that brings on Hathcock for the punt.
And you got to be dangerous right here with Josiah Steen returning 1:30.
Hathcock's punt is away.
Good job. Kick it away from him.
Give
That's a heck of a
chase.
punt.
He's going to pick it up
Oh, my
around the
God.
32, and he's got some speed. As
That's
he
the
makes
danger.
another guy miss up over the 40,
That's the
bounces
danger.
off of another Leopard, and finally going to be brought down by
Look.
sailing around the 36-yard line. But there is a flag on the field.
But interestingly, like way in front of the run.
Yeah. You know, and we had the opportunity on the opposite sideline in front of the Warren bench to get him, and he said, cotton picking fast. He was gone before our coverage guy could get there.
If this could somehow be a way for us to repunt this, that would be.
Yeah.
It is against
It is going to go against Warren.
That'll work.
Now, was it before? I guess it was after the. It has to be after the possession change because they're backing it up from the return.
Goodness gracious.
And I don't know what the call was. I haven't seen a signal yet. Did anybody see a signal?
They're walking 15, 10.
Yep, it's a 10-yard penalty.
And it's not from the spot of the foul, that's for sure, because it's about 70 yards from where the flag was.
Okay.
So Lumberjacks will take over from their own 21-yard line.
Did we ever get a signal?
Okay.
Oh, they gave it back there. I just don't think we were watching.
Well, I have a feeling when you have this kind of offensive explosive power, Bo's not going to sit on this. He's going to go for it.
Trips left, split right, looking to throw deep to Steen, and
That's pass
that is
interference.
going to be pass interference, yeah.
The good news is in high school, it's not a spot foul, so
Well,
it's absolutely beneficial to you to make contact with a guy if you think you're going to give up a big play.
you know, Hawkins, a lot being asked of him as a sophomore. He really was in great position. He just has to learn
Yeah.
to turn and look for the ball. And then, you know, you're looking at possible bringing in interceptions, deflections, all kinds of things. But it's not a touchdown, so we'll take that. We'll be 1st and 10 for the Lumberjacks. Trips left, Twins right. Denton looking to throw again. This time uncorking down the right sideline, and it will be incomplete, looking for Jacob Marshall.
You talk about flooding. There was 5 receivers out from Warren. 1 deep and one shallow under the linebackers and 4 deep. Look out there. You see as many white shirts in the backfield as you do the orange shirts on defense. Wow.
1:02 left here in the half. Lumberjacks have 2 timeouts. Leopards have 2 timeouts. Going to be twins to each side. Denton looking to throw. Throws across the middle, has Steen up over the 45, 50, breaks the tackle, now spins to the middle, has some more room, up over the 40, 35, breaks another tackle, and it's a foot race. 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Lumberjacks. That's just one where you got to wrap up when you have him, because we had him dead to rights 2 or 3 times.
And it's one where you got to know the guy. I mean, certainly they've probably been practicing all week. That guy's probably had a special jersey on all week. Like this is a focal point for us. And honestly, you're doing what you should be doing on defense, trying not to give up the big play. You throw something underneath, and then you just allow broken tackles and bad angles to give up 7 points. And they're going to get the ball back to start the second half, I believe.
Yes, they are. They deferred. Emmanuel Puba on to attempt the extra point. Kick is away, and it is good. So 45 seconds left in the half. Lumberjacks extend their lead to 28-14. We'll be back after this.
No matter your season of life,
It's going to be
you'll find
fielded
the
by Hogan around the 5-yard line. He gets up over the 15, 20. Hogan trying to find a lane. He's upended as he gets around the 27-yard line. 38 seconds left here in the half.
Well, now we get to see how froggy Coach Fogelman wants to get.
You think he might want to leap?
I don't know. We'll find out. It's a little bit different. We've had success running the football recently, but at the same time, you have had some opportunities where Tyreek Jacobs got behind the line of scrimmage. You get a couple of pass interference calls. You give yourself a shot. We'll just have to see how safe or how aggressive Coach Fogelman wants to play it right here.
We've got to run a tackle out late on the field. We got trips left, split right. Pinkston takes the snap, throw out through the hands of his intended target, Osborne. That was going to be a tough catch.
It was, and 35 seconds doesn't seem like a lot of time, but if you go 3 and out on 3 incomplete passes, it seems like an eternity when Warren's got, 15 seconds left and they're going to get the, let's say they get the ball at around their own 40-yard line or so. So Fogelman, be interesting to see if he does try to get, there it is.
Pinkston going to keep. Whoop, we got a flag, and it is a false start. I would not imagine that film session is going to be very fun.
No.
30 seconds left here in the half. Penalty makes it 2nd and 15 for the Leopards. Ball back to their own 22-yard line. Trips left, split right. Here's the snap, give. Going to be cut back up the middle to around the 25-yard line. That's Solomon Toney.
I think Bo's calling timeout.
And we've got another running back down.
He won't have to use it.
This is another example of just not a very quick whistle. There's a lot of driving back being allowed right now, and it is definitely taking its toll on the Leopard running backs. Tony trying to make his way off the field, unable to put very much weight on that leg.
Yeah.
We got 19 seconds left in the half. Again, Leopards trailing 28-14, facing a 3rd and 11.
And, like I said, Bo's over there thinking the same thing. 15 seconds for Warren. If they can get the ball at midfield,
Midfield was 12 seconds.
he's thinking, let's see, my fastest guys can run the 50-yard dash in about 5 seconds. So that's about what I need.
Yeah. He's thinking he's got time for 2 plays.
That's right.
One timeout left for the Lumberjacks.
So I would be a little surprised if Coach Fogelman doesn't force him to use it with another running play right here, force him to stop the clock.
It is 3rd and 11 for the Leopards. They're going to come out twins right, split left.
They're going to put a little bit more time on the clock.
Yep, up to 22 seconds now left on the clock. All right, we're ready to play now. Sailing to the right of Pinkston. Pinkston takes the snap, looking to throw out to Sailing, and he is going to be mobbed for a loss back around the 20-yard line.
And Warren calls timeout.
Yeah.
Yep, that will be the last time out for the Lumberjacks. As there is 14 seconds left in the half. Ball currently sitting on the Leopard 20-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 17. So as Ben said, and Ron said, both of you said, you want to hope that this punt takes a while, because you want to really hope that you're only going to have possibly one chance. You don't want to give them multiple chances. But they are. Looks like they're going to add more time to the clock. We'll see what they say.
Wow.
So now it's up to 17 seconds.
And you've
Wait a
got
minute, that was a
you've got
5-second play.
You've got one job right here. Multiple jobs, but you got to get, number one, get the punt off, and then number two, do not let number one get his hands on the football.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 jobs that you've got.
Yeah, I would be aiming toward that Warren sideline, hoping that you get a bounce where it rolls for a while before finally going out of bounds. It is Hathcock on to punt the ball away. Punt is away.
It's a good punt.
And it is going to be fielded, looks like at the 47-yard line with 11 seconds left. That was Steen catching the punt. So Leopard defense desperately needs to hold for this 11 seconds.
Well, yeah. This last 30 seconds has been, have you had a birthday? I think I have.
No. 1st and 10 for the Lumberjacks. It's going to be trips left, split right.
Yeah, look at those 3 out there. Speed, speed, more speed.
Denton looking to throw. He's going to be flush from the pocket. Steps up, going to be incomplete. There is a flag down near the line of scrimmage. Malvern claiming they were being held.
They appeared to really be putting some pressure on the quarterback, because he had to roll out to his right. Didn't really get set.
Well, Hathcock has his jersey pulled all the way over his shoulder pad, so I think he's claiming there's a reason for that.
There's a reason. That didn't happen by itself, Ref.
Oh. Legal procedure is what the call was not holding.
Okay.
So that'll back the Lumberjacks up 5. 4 seconds left in the half.
That was the best part of that whole play, is that it took a long time.
What is it they say, Ben? Deeper than the deepest?
That's it. Don't let anybody get behind you.
Trips left, split right.
Deep cover 4.
Denton, screen pass out to Steen. He's being held, but still, what a play. Brad Sailing, being tackled himself, makes the tackle.
Hey, you can hold me, but I'm still going to get over number 1. I'm going to get a hold of it.
That's the man they call Junior.
That's Cox Jr.
And that will be halftime. Leopards go in trailing 28-14. We'll be back in just a minute.
No matter your season of life, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank. Come home to Farmers Bank.
Since 1968, Teeter Motor Company has been so lucky and proud to be a part of the Malvern school system. I grew up in Malvern. It's been my home for the longest. Graduated school here in 1981. Seen a lot of kids come and go throughout our dealership, and I couldn't be more pleased to offer our chance to be a part of this up-and-coming 2026 year. Go Leopards. We love you guys, and make the most of it. And don't forget, the deals are sweeter at Teeter.
No matter your season of life, no matter your banking needs, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank. No matter your season of life, no matter your banking needs, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank.
There's a place I'm welcome in. There's a place I know I'm called a friend. There's a place that I'm never alone. There's a place called home. A place called home.
Come home to Farmers Bank. No matter your season of life, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank. Come home to Farmers Bank.
Since 1968, Teeter Motor Company has been so lucky and proud to be a part of the Malvern school system. I grew up in Malvern. It's been my home for the longest. Graduated school here in 1981. Seen a lot of kids come and go throughout our dealership, and I couldn't be more pleased to offer our chance to be a part of this up-and-coming 2026 year. Go Leopards. We love you guys, and make the most of it. And don't forget, the deals are sweeter at Teeter.
No matter your season of life, no matter your banking needs, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank.
There's a place I'm welcome in. There's a place I know I'm called a friend. There's a place that I'm never alone. There's a place called home. A place called home.
Come home to Farmers Bank. No matter your season of life, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home. No matter your season of life, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank. Come home to Farmers Bank.
Since 1968, Teeter Motor Company has been so lucky and proud to be a part of the Malvern school system. I grew up in Malvern. It's been my home for the longest. Graduated school here in 1981. Seen a lot of kids come and go throughout our dealership, and I couldn't be more pleased to offer our chance to be a part of this up-and-coming 2026 year. Go Leopards. We love you guys, and make the most of it. And don't forget, the deals are sweeter at Teeter.
No matter your season of life, no matter your banking needs, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank.
There's a place I'm welcome in. There's a place I know I'm called a friend. There's a place that I'm never alone. There's a place called home. A place called home.
Come home to Farmers Bank. No matter your season of life, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank. Come home to Farmers Bank.
Since 1968, Teeter Motor Company has been so lucky and proud to be a part of the Malvern school system. I grew up in Malvern. It's been my home for the longest. Since 1968, Teeter Motor Company has been so lucky and proud to be a part of the Malvern school system. I grew up in Malvern. It's been my home for the longest. Graduated school here in 1981. Seen a lot of kids come and go throughout our dealership, and I couldn't be more pleased to offer our chance to be a part of this up-and-coming 2026 year. Go Leopards. We love you guys, and make the most of it. And don't forget, the deals are sweeter at Teeter.
No matter your season of life, no matter your banking needs, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank.
There's a place I'm welcome in. There's a place I know I'm called a friend. There's a place that I'm never alone. There's a place called home. A place called home.
Come home to Farmers Bank.
And we welcome you back here to Leopard Stadium. As it is halftime, Leopards trailing in this game 28-14. Some stats here from the first half. Looks like Aaron Pinkston is 6 of 11 for 37 yards through the air. We got some rushing stats here. KD Shields has 2 carries for 3 yards. Aaron Pinkston has 10 carries for 48 yards. We got Wesley Morley, 3 carries for 14 yards. Brad Sailing, 4 carries for 59 yards. and 2 touchdowns. No, 1 touchdown. Pinkston had a touchdown. My apologies. Pinkston had the other touchdown. And then we had Elliott Hinton 1 carry for 3 yards. And then Terrence Hawkins has 2 carries for 5 yards. And finally, Solomon Toney, 1 carry for 4 yards.
You know, as we got into the game and as the game progressed, you know, we got some running backs beat up, injured. And we have a lot of stats from different running backs because we had to run so many of them in. Any surprises? I'm after watching it, if you'd have told me if the first of the ball game would be 28-14 at halftime, I might have been a little bit surprised. But after watching the first half, I'm not surprised because the Leopards are better than what I thought, and maybe a lot of other people thought. I mean, based on what they've done at Bauxite, this is a tough bunch they're up against tonight.
Well, I think, too, you know, it was 14-14, and Malvern had really kind of found its identity tonight through that power running of sailing and all of that. But it kind of got to a point in the game where they weren't able, with the time on the clock, to be able to go to that offense and be effective with it. And then trying to keep pace with Warren because they had a couple big plays that put the points up on the board. And you're trying to keep pace. So then we try to go to the air and just, you know, unfortunately wasn't very successful. We had 1 drop that probably would have went for a big play, possibly even a touchdown. And just a couple big plays from Warren really made you pay there at the end. And that's really the difference is, you know, being 28-14. But it was close pretty much the whole first half.
And, you know, quite honestly, the running back, Steen, and the quarterback, these kids are as good as advertised come in.
That one throw from
his Steen's really got outstanding speed. I mean, gosh.
Well, I mean, even when we've had him covered at times, Denton put that ball in a place that, you know, only Steen could get it, and then he just uses his athleticism to get down the sideline and put 7 on the board for Warren. Just an impressive play. I mean, you can't really ask anything more than your D-back to be step for step with him. And sometimes athletes just make plays.
That's
and,
true.
That was an instance where it happened.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say we were going to talk about some other things going on at Malvern High School. Volleyball had a big week, Ron.
Yeah, boy, and we've started. Coach Glover and Coach Whitlow started picking the player of the week, and this one is not a surprise. Number 3, Brenna Green. She's the libero. She's a sophomore. She's quick. She's all over the court, and I can understand why. That she's a player of the week because she's really made a lot of difference in that back court because she can cover so much ground back there, and so congratulations to Brenna, and we expect to see more and more of it. Volleyball team is doing okay. We went to Hot Springs and swept Hot Springs, and then came back last night. Fountain Lake came in. We won the first set, and then they kind of got on a roll and got a close loss in the second, and the ladies just never could really pick back up and get the momentum that they had in the first set. But this is a learning experience, different girls, different rotations and everything. So they're going to be all right. But once again, congratulations, Brenna. Go Leopards.
Cervantes on to kick off second half. This one's going to be a high kick fielded around the 19-yard line, up over the 25, 30, 35, dropped around the 40-yard line. Goes the return man for the Lumberjacks. That's number 88, Hayden Hampton.
Okay.
Other sports going on this week. My golf team was in action 3 different times. They were on we were on a 3-match winning streak, and then unfortunately took home a second-place finish yesterday. But we tied Nashville, and that's always a good thing. My golfer of the week, because it's my choice, my team, Jude Anderson made some huge strides this week and played some great golf. Was 1 under at one point yesterday. Really playing some good golf. Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Lumberjacks. Twins to each side. Fakes the give, Denton throws over the middle, got his man complete for the first down. That is Tayshawn Edwards on the slant route.
I saw the picture of your golf team on Facebook. Looks like you have, what, 6 girls that are playing? I know there's some crossover with volleyballs, but
All volleyball players. Yeah, all volleyball players. But yeah, we got 6 girls out. Just tremendous girls, fun to be around. They work hard. Avery on the carry. Gets up over the 35, fights down to around the 32-yard line. Yeah, we got some first-year players come out from volleyball, and then we got our 2 returning players who've been with me for multiple years, Kate Hedges and Addie White.
yeah.
Twins to each side on this 2nd and 1 for Warren. Denton looking to throw toward the end zone. Malvern's there. Oh, through the hands.
Oh, wow.
Wow, Weston going.
Whoa.
Too much time to think about it.
Yeah, that was a gift wrapped present right there.
That was really a mistake, by Denton. But boy, it was one we could have, should have.
Yeah, the problem is you have all that time to think about it. You're like, I really need to catch this. I really need to catch this.
I understand the thought process. 3rd and 1, take a shot, and then you come back. You still have 3rd and 1 if it doesn't go your way. But Malvern should have come away with that one. Give up the middle, going to have enough for the first down and more. There is a flag down, though. Sailing brings down Avery after the big gain. We'll see what the flag is.
We had some. Mark gave us some score updates on Arkadelphia, and he said that Bauxite and Glenrose are in a battle, but Arkadelphia was down 12 at the half. Wasn't that what you said, Mike? 20 at the half?
20. Down 20 at the half. Who's Arkadelphia playing? I don't even know.
Camden Fairview.
Camden Fairview. We are happy to report it looks like Wesley Morley is back on the sidelines, got his ankle wrapped up. Hopefully that means nothing too serious. Maybe get him back possibly for conference season. We'll see. They're waving the flag off.
Well, now they got to go spot it where they ran a play. So now they got to go remember where they marked it.
He's still standing there. I would bet Coach Fogelman's asking for an explanation.
Yeah, there was enough time in there I could have eaten one of these sandwiches. That took a long time to come to a conclusion that we didn't have a flag.
Are there any sandwiches left back down there?
Oh, my goodness gracious. Avery on the carry. He falls over the pile. Looks like he might have picked up 2 there. That was Hathcock on the tackle.
Yeah, and Zane Hathcock is I have a feeling that's going to be a name that you're going to hear quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Very explosive.
Man split to each side this time for the Lumberjacks. Avery to the right of Denton. Give is to Avery, and Hathcock is all over him in the backfield.
Also, he's one of those guys. He's got the full body strength. He also is does shot put for the track and field team. Had a successful throwing season last year. He's just a big, strong, powerful athlete, and moves extremely well for a kid his size.
3rd and 9. Denton looking to throw. Got a man out there
make an
complete
open
the
field
20-15. Fighting off of a tackle down to the 11-yard line.
down.
Should be enough for the first down for the Lumberjacks. Avery on the catch and run there. So we'll be 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Leopards trailing in this one 28-14, 9:30 left here in the 3rd quarter. Twins to the right here. Denton takes the snap. Give going to go to Avery. Up over the 10, down near looks like the 5-yard line. They're going to mark him, I believe, at the 6.
Maybe I can start something here. This game has been turnover free, hasn't it?
I believe so.
Did you hear that, Warren?
You're saying it's due.
Due.
And that would be that's almost really kind of what we need. I mean, I think the Leopards are in desperate need of a stop one way or another right here. You don't want to go down 21 points.
2nd and 5, give to Avery. This time looks like he's going to be dropped near the line of scrimmage. Make it 3rd and 5. Well, he may have gained a few inches.
I think if you're the Leopards right here, you got to anticipate them trying to get the ball to number 1 or number 7. I'd like to press coverage and force them to try to make a play over the top, but if you give them space, they'll hurt you with those slant routes.
3rd and 4. Denton looking to throw. Looking toward the back corner of the end zone.
It was the
It is
inbounds.
out
It
of
was
bounds.
not. And that's what I'm talking about. Press them, force them to throw the fade because you have short real estate. It's hard to throw the fade that close to the goal line. And now you force a 4th down. If you can bow your neck right here and prevent a first down, they can get a first down. They don't have to get a touchdown.
Yes, they can.
Oh, they're
Looks
going to
like
kick the field goal.
I guess they're going to bow their neck then.
Oh, yeah. This is not the Bo Hembry I know.
This isn't what I signed up for.
Well,
Will be Emmanuel Pumba on to attempt the field goal here. We got
well,
a
back it up
flag.
5 maybe.
It'll be a false start, legal procedure on the Lumberjacks. So it will, as Ben said, back it up 5. Make
Matter
it
of
4th and
fact,
9.
I think I was on Bo's first state championship team. He coached Senior Babe Ruth All-Stars.
Okay,
and
I
we
was
went
like,
to-
I'm waiting for the
we,
explanation. here.
yep, we won state tournament. We went to regionals in Seminole, Texas, and Bo was our head coach that year in All-Stars.
Well, there you go.
That's his first state championship.
4th and 9. Kick is away, and I
he
believe
snuck
it
it in, didn't
is in. So 7:33 left here in the 3rd quarter. Lumberjacks extend their lead to 31-14. We'll be back after this.
So there's your little known fact. His first state championship was actually with a bunch of Malvern boys.
I was like,
Where do you graduate from high school?
Probably Osceola.
Osceola?
Be my guess.
No matter your season of life, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank. Come home to Farmers Bank.
welcome you back here to Leopard Stadium. Kick is away, going to be fielded at the 10 by Elijah Hogan. Going to get up over the 20. Ball comes out, but he's able to get back on it around the 30-yard line. Ron, you about jinxed the wrong way there.
I know it.
But Hogan able to reel it back in as the Leopards will get their first offensive possession of the half. It'll be interesting to see. Do you go right back to that power formation?
Yeah. You know, the thing about it is, it's tough to play catch-up ball against a team like Warren to begin with. You can take some time off of that, get a long, sustained drive, get it back to 21 to 31, and, you know, then you're back in the ball game.
1st and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line of the Leopards. Sends Jacob in motion. Pinkston going to keep it up the middle. He's going to get up over the 35 to 37, 38-yard line, somewhere around in there.
It's a nice pickup on first down. The Leopards have run the ball with some success today. It's just those procedure penalties, every time they take some steps forward, it seems like they kind of get themselves put in a bad position, or they start in a bad position. And so even if you get 5 or 7 yards on first down, you're still looking at 2nd and 3 or 2nd and 7. So, it can kind of be problematic for you. But that offensive line has looked pretty good against this Warren front.
Given the temperature that it is outside, I'm surprised that we have made it this far into the game before we've had a cramp. But we officially have a cramp.
Yeah, and that really speaks a lot to the conditioning that we talked about in the coaches show. And I know Coach Hembry over there, and they're all aware of keeping these kids hydrated. And it's a good sign that this is the first time we're into the second half of the ball game, over halfway through the third quarter, that we see a kid cramping. And I say that it's tough on the kid, because I'm going to tell you something. We've both had them, and it's like, just cut that leg off.
I don't know if I got that far, but
Oh, I did. That's like, just help me.
yeah,
Just help me.
that is a line I heard Coach Vogelman say in the coaches show is hydration starts the night before.
The day before, yeah.
The day before. As it was D'Angelo Heron, he's up and walking off the field. Probably going to really try to get over there and see if he can't get that cramp out. So that's going to make it 2nd and 3 for the Leopards. Ball sitting on their own 38-yard line. Trailing in this one 31-14 with just over 7 minutes left here in the third quarter. Twins left, split right. Pinkston give up the middle. That is going to be Hawkins.
Yep.
Terrence Hawkins, as he's going to have enough for the Leopard first down up over the 45 to the 46-yard line.
And just another example of that offensive line creating some space, a good hole right there at the point of attack, and just pushing forward, making positive ground, and trying to stay ahead of the sticks.
Trips left, split right. Pinkston going to try to keep it himself
That's
here.
not
He
ahead
is
of the
gonna be
sticks.
grabbed around the head. That's going to be a face mask.
Yeah, whenever you see the player have to readjust their helmet because it's their face mask is where their ear hole should
So
be.
they're looking out the ear hole. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's generally going to be called.
Personal foul, face mask. Going to go against the Lumberjacks. Ball's going to move all the way down to the Lumberjack 39-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Leopards. Going to come to the line with trips left, split right. Hawkins going to be to the right of Pinkston. Fakes the give to Hawkins. Now Pinkston going to take off up the middle. Able to elude a few tacklers and finally brought down near the 32-yard line.
And that's just a physical run there by Pinkston. Did a great job through that shoulder into that middle linebacker. Sloughed him off. Picked up another 3 or 4 after the contact.
2nd and 2. Give going to go to Hawkins.
Let's blow the whistle.
God,
Goodness gracious. There it is. They caught it. Absolutely. I mean, that was a no-brainer.
Yeah, that's 2 personal fouls in a row there on Ingram for the Lumberjacks. There's a difference in playing to the whistle and just being overly aggressive. So penalty going to move the ball all the way down to the 16-yard line, and it'll again be 1st and 10 for the Leopards.
So, if you're the Leopards right here and you score, you've cut this thing down to 10. And honestly, using clock, I know, you're behind. Maybe it doesn't feel good, but you're probably in a position where you want to limit possessions and just get one more stop than Warren does. Or probably need 2 more stops because we're down
Jacobs goes
17.
in motion. Pinkston fakes the slant route. Now going to air it out toward the end zone. Had a guy, but just unable to make the connection. That was Osborne.
Osborne, yeah.
Streaking across the middle.
Yeah, absolutely the right decision right there. Looked like he had made a decision to tuck it, and then he saw him wide open, and you got to take that shot right there for sure. But there's a couple where, man, we've had some guys open and overthrow. We had one hit us in the chest on to pick up one big first down and dropped it. So the opportunities have been there.
Send Jacobs in motion again. Fake the give to Sailing, going to be Pinkston on the carry. Fights forward down to the 11-yard line. We're to be about 3rd and 5.
Yeah, I think the Leopards probably keep it on the ground right here.
Well,
And if you can get it to 4th and 1 or 4th and 2, you pound it again.
Pinkston just crawled in behind on number 33, Jared Hathcock, and really did a good lead block on him.
And you got Sailing in there, and he's kind of a bruiser. Does a good job pinballing around. Wouldn't be surprised to see him get it.
3rd and 5. Give goes to Sailing. Tries to put his foot in the ground, fights off a tackler, and
Man, it looked like he got the ball to the 10, but they're not going to
anything.
give it to him.
So that's going to be 4th and 5. And looks like Malvern's going to try it on the field goal unit. Sailing going to be on to hold the kick of Alan Cervantes.
Well, the coaches think that he's got comfortable range inside 40 yards, and this is going to be about 28.
Good snap, good hold. The kick is away.
Oh, missed it
No
wide
good.
left.
Plenty of distance, just unable to get it through the uprights. So the Lumberjack defense holds, and it maintains their 31-14 lead with 3:56 left here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, if you're looking for good things that happened, we took a lot of time off the clock. We did move the ball down into scoring position, but just couldn't quite punch it in. So we learned a few things.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, before Warren takes a snap right here, I do want to take some time, and this is the first game in decades where we've not had the Laverns running the show for us, and I want to give them decades worth of thanks for their service, for what they've done for this broadcast program, for the football program. We wouldn't be where we are today without them getting us here.
1st and 10, Denton looking to throw. Now going to step up in the pocket and take off. Up over the 25, slides around the 26-yard line. And echo what Ben said. They were filming me as a player, and then I got to coach while they were filming, and now I made my way up to the booth while they were filming.
Well, I mean, when you talk about the transitions that they've had to go through from radio to just streaming on the website to going to YouTube, and then all the work that Mary put into editing and matching the audio to the video. I mean, then the graphic work. I mean, it was uncountless hours of service, and I just wanted to thank them personally.
2nd and 4, Give going to go up the middle. Not much. Looks like maybe a yard there for Avery on the carry. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Yeah, it was a good ride for 25 years. I have to tell you, it was a lot of stories, and wow, doesn't seem like it was 25 years ago, but my golly, it was.
3rd and 3, trips to the right, split left. It looked like the receiver was moving to me. And
There's a hole. There it is. They got it.
It's going to be complete to Hembry as he's going to be dropped around the 39, but that's going to be coming back for a hold. As that was Henry Ivey getting through there, and they had no choice but to grab him and prevent him from getting to Denton.
Henry's really done a good job tonight, putting pressure, applying pressure. Well, not only him, but that front 3 and 4.
We also got to give our yearly reminder of how thankful we are to be in this beautiful press box instead of how it was 25 years ago.
Climb the ladder.
Ron would have retired about a decade ago if we were still there.
Yeah.
Denton looking to throw on third down. Got a man across the middle, but it's high, incomplete. Best chance there was Hawkins as he was behind the play. Looking for Edwards across the middle. Looks like he might be cramping a little bit.
And that's also Weston Goen probably saved himself 15 yards, but it would have been really hard for safeties to check up and not just tattoo that.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Edwards over the middle.
That's what a safety lives for.
Yeah.
To have a wide out coming across that middle.
And in the 90s, it would have been expected.
Yeah.
4th and 13 here. It looks like Warren does not have enough people out on the field. I believe that's Jimerson and Hawkins back to receive this punt. And Warren is going to have to burn a timeout. We'll take it with him. We will be back in just a minute.
No matter your season of life, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank. Come home to Farmers Bank.
Since 1968, Teeter Motor Company has been so lucky and proud to be a part of the Malvern school system. I grew up in Malvern. It's been my home for the longest. Graduated school here in 1981. Seen a lot of kids come and go throughout our dealership, and I couldn't be more pleased to offer our chance to be a part of this up-and-coming 2026 year. Go Leopards. We love you guys, and make the most of it. And don't forget, the deals are sweeter at Teeter.
No matter your season of life, no matter your banking needs, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank.
Staying on to punt the ball away on this 4th down. Kick is away. Going to land at the Lumberjack 40, take a small Warren bounce to the Lumberjack 44, 45-yard line, and Leopards will have great starting field position.
Well, that's the kind of effort you want there after you go all the way down there. You miss a field goal, and still your defense comes back in and forces a turnover, which basically stops them, makes them kick the ball to you, and you're back just almost inside of their territory. No, you're inside of their territory at the 46.
45.
Well, you got to play hard, because if you don't play hard, if you don't play hard on that defensive unit, you got to come off the field and answer to Coach Wilson, and I don't think anybody wants to do that. So, yeah, they're going to keep busting it.
1st and 10, give up the middle here. Fighting toward the outside goes Hawkins. He's going to get up over the 40
they missed the face mask
to the 38-yard line.
That was a great, tough run. He probably should have been brought down for a gain of about 2, and he just kept those legs churning, was able to get it to the outside, get just outside the tackle, and get upfield and give a 2nd and short. That was a really, really tough run.
Yeah, we'll call it the 37, so it'll be a 2nd and 2 here. Twins to the right, split left. Pinkston takes the snap, fakes the give, going to keep it himself. Getting to the outside
block.
is Pinkston. He's got some room.
Go leg.
Yep, I saw it. I didn't know if it was going to get called, but Pinkston goes in for the touchdown, but it was a hold. There wasn't a whole lot of doubt in there.
And it was useless.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think
behind-
it was going to
behind-
really affect the play. He wasn't going to get to Pinkston as Pinkston had the edge, but
And it's going to be about 2nd and 2 again, because that's going to be a spot foul, correct? It's going to be 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which will make it 2nd and 2 again.
yeah, that's going to be another one on film that you're going to be kicking yourself, because that was definitely going to be a touchdown regardless of the penalty.
Yep, it's going to be the exact same. Oh, well, I guess we lost half a yard.
Maybe.
Well, we lost 6 points is what we lost.
We did.
That's what we lost.
That is a fact.
I can do that math.
So, we'll redo it. 2nd and 2. Pinkston takes the snap. He's going to run again. Gets up. We'll have enough for the first down. He's down to, looks like the 32-yard line. 80 yards rushing right now?
Yeah.
80 yards rushing for Pinkston right now. That's a big night on the ground.
Yeah, he'd been well over 100 without the hold. Well, it just opens up the offense a lot more, guys. When you got Aaron can run like that, and he's got a good arm, and he's got some good receivers. So, as the season goes on.
1st and 10 here for the Leopards. Throw out to Jacobs. Got it complete. He may have picked up one there. Make it 2nd and 9.
Well, what I do like out of this Malvern offense early is the physical nature when they run the
bet.
football. That offensive line's really getting after it. The running backs are not tiptoeing around behind the line of scrimmage. They're not dancing around. They're trying to get upfield. Get some positive yards when they run it.
Twins left, split right. Give going to go to Sailing. Trying to follow his blockers. Gets over the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's going to make it 3rd and long here.
And it is obviously you're in 4-down territory. So if you think you can pick up 3 or 4 with the run and give yourself 4th and short, that's an option. But you got 2 downs to pick this up, so you can almost treat this like 2nd down.
Yeah. 23 seconds and counting left here in the 3rd quarter. Going to be 3rd and 7. Twins to each side. Pinkston takes the snap, looking to throw. Slant route. Got it complete to Osborne, who breaks a tackle.
And what a pass.
Thread the needle.
You talk about a tight window. He rifled it in there. Good job by Osborne to hold on to it because there's a lot of traffic.
Not only just to hold on to it, but you're taught to find that gap as a receiver and settle in it. He did a really good job of doing that. Will be a 1st down as the 3rd quarter is going to come to a close. Leopards trailing 31-14, but threatening. We'll be back after this.
No matter your season of life, no matter your banking needs, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank.
There's a place I'm welcome in. There's a place I know I'm called a friend. There's a place that I'm never alone. There's a place called home. A place called home.
Come home to Farmers Bank.
Back to Malvern Stadium here. 1st and 10 for the Leopards. Fakes the give to Sailing. Rolling out. Going to be incomplete through the hands of Hathcock there. Looked like a flood concept.
And really good coverage by Warren to be fair, everybody was blanketed right there. Might have had a chance on that slant that was coming across the end zone. He might have had a step, but it would have been a heck of a throw with Pinkston on the run. Would have been a tough toss to make.
2nd and 10. Pinkston takes the snap, fakes the give, going to keep it himself. Trying to get to the outside. Falls over the 15 down to looks like maybe I thought he got to the 14. Well, the far sideline's giving him the 14. The near sideline's giving him the 15. I swear he fell over the 15. Throw the challenge flag, Ben.
Got to take that under review.
Looked pretty clear to me. He fell over the solid white line.
That's what I thought he's over.
But it is going to make it 3rd and 6. Twins to each side. Pinkston looking to throw. We got a false start. Stop me if you've heard it before, Ron. It appears I've stopped you.
Well, you know, sometimes it's better just not to say anything at all.
That's what they say. Ben, is that what they say?
That's what they've said.
That's what they say.
I finally
If you
learned
got
that
nothing nice to say.
after 25 years. I've learned that, guys.
Growth. So that's going to, well, got another stoppage here.
Oh.
Ah, yeah.
Okay.
Got some Oklahoma math going on there.
Telling you.
They don't know how to take it from one solid line to the other
That's
solid line.
exactly right.
So that's going to make it 3rd and 12. Pinkston looking to throw.
Got him. Missed him.
Going to be intercepted. As Sailing trying to bring him down as he crosses the 20. That was number 54, Xavier Miller.
When I said got him, he had to get it over that linebacker, and he just couldn't quite clear the linebacker to the receiver behind him.
So, unfortunately, that is the first turnover of the game, and it goes in the favor of the Lumberjacks.
You know, my dad almost got ejected once because the referees couldn't do math.
Once?
Well, once because they didn't call pass
Once
interference,
because,
but
okay, I was
once,
going to say, don't say just once.
once because they marked off 8 yards on a procedure penalty,
Yeah.
and my dad on the PA said,
That's
penalty against the Leopards. What is that now, ref? 8 yards?
8 yard, yeah.
And they didn't like that.
Coach Alpy, you shut that man up, or
We're going to have a timeout here by the Leopards, it looks like. 10:40 left here in the fourth quarter.
We going to take this one with them?
Ben wants to take it with him, so we will. 31-14. We'll be back in just a moment.
No matter your season of life, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank. Come home to Farmers Bank.
Since 1968, Teeter Motor Company has been so lucky and proud to be a part of the Malvern school system. I grew up in Malvern. It's been my home for the longest. Graduated school here in 1981. Seen a lot of kids come and go throughout our dealership, and I couldn't be more pleased to offer our chance to be a part of this up-and-coming 2026 year. Go Leopards. We love you guys, and make the most of it. And don't forget, the deals are sweeter at Teeter.
So, welcome you back to Malvern Stadium. 1st and 10 for the Lumberjacks. Denton looking to throw deep, and it's going to go through the outstretched hands of his intended target, Jacob Marshall.
And, I mean, he had just half a step, but that was pretty good coverage by the Leopard cornerback.
20?
Look like 22.
I thought it was Jaden Ball.
I can't see the number.
I'm rolling with number 20, Jaden Ball.
All right.
2nd and 10. Trips right, split left. Give going to go to Avery up the middle. Powers forward up to the 25-yard line. Going to make it 3rd and we'll say 7. Stay with trips right, split left. Avery going to line up to the left of Denton. Here's the snap. Denton looking to throw.
ooh,
Marshall unable to come out of his route clean, and that pass is going to go incomplete, bring up a 4th down.
And, you know, Warren's doing everything they can to keep Malvern in this game. Throwing incomplete pass, keeping the clock running. Down 17 points. You know, if Malvern's going to come back and win this thing, they're going to need Warren to keep stopping the clock, and they keep obliging. So, hey, maybe you just – I know they're the Lumberjacks, but if we can keep chopping away, maybe you get back in the football game.
Little Greg Schiano.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
That was, I believe, Hawkins trying
Yeah,
to come up and
I got to tell you, I don't disagree with the decision because if he catches that clean,
He's
it's
gone.
a touchdown.
He's gone.
And down 17, I know,
Yeah.
I know it's on paper not a good decision, but if he catches that with a running start, there's nobody in front of him. You're down 17 against one of the top 5 teams in 4A. You got to roll the dice.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I don't hate the try. I hate the result, but I don't hate the taking the shot right there.
second turnover on the game goes in favor of the Lumberjacks. Going to be 1st and 10. Trips left, split right. Denton looking to throw again. Out route to his man, complete. Again looking for Marshall. Gain going to be up to the 43-yard line of the Leopards. Bring up about a 2nd and 2 or 3. 2, I believe.
And really, the difference in this football game is about 4.5 minutes at the end of the second half.
Yeah.
Or into the first half.
Into
I
the
mean,
first half.
it has been nip and tuck the entire way.
Denton looking to throw again
Uh-oh.
toward the outside, over the head
Wow.
of Hembry going down the Warren sideline.
You know, and unfortunately, you can't take sections out of the game that you don't like. But outside of that 4-minute period, we've gone toe-to-toe with a team that a lot of people think can win the whole thing in 4A. And so there's a lot of room for optimism. There's going to be a lot of positive. I know we talked about some of the negatives. They're going to look at in the film room, the procedures and things of that nature. But I think they're going to see a lot of positive things they can build on in the film room as well.
3rd and 2 now. Trips left, split right. Denton, give, Avery. Fights off of a tackle, falls forward over the 40 down to the 39-yard line.
You know, Ben, I was telling you I'd been talking to Barry Grooms. Grooms has got us now picked as number 17 in 4A, which, I mean, it's a little, to right now looking at it, it's a very legitimate ranking.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Lumberjacks, twins to each side. Denton takes the snap looking to throw again.
Well,
Across the middle has his man. Up over the 25-20 and dropped around the 16-yard line goes Tayshawn Edwards.
Looks like Hawkins is slow to get up after making that tackle.
Yep, Hawkins just trying to roll off the field. I don't know if they called an injury timeout or. I guess they did.
He is. He's trying to walk it off, which is
Yeah,
a promising sign.
yeah.
You know, it looks like we may have had. Who knows what the injuries are? You hope they're not incredibly serious, but have some scares going into next week for sure.
Yeah.
Particularly with that running back room, and Hawkins is one that they may need a lot over the next several weeks.
You bet.
1st and 10 for the Lumberjacks. They gave him the 15. I don't think he got there. But what do I know? Denton looking to throw again toward the end zone, over the head of his intended target, looking for Edwards again.
You know, he's sitting out there having fun by himself, you know, then all of a sudden here comes old 61 Aaron Williams, and I mean, that 10th grader's running him down.
He was enjoying himself. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 15. 8:40 left here in the ballgame. Leopards trailing 31-14. Trips left, split right. Avery to the left of Denton. Here we go. 2nd 10. Denton looking to throw. Fakes it. Now going toward the end zone, trying to find Steen. Unable to make the catch. Good coverage out there by Jaden Ball.
Really was.
Yeah, went toe-to-toe with that Division I wide receiver, did a good job, and really the only reason that ball became almost catchable at all is because it was thrown behind both of them. And to Steen's credit, he almost made a heck of an adjustment to reach back there and catch it off his back shoulder. But great coverage right there. And again, the Leopards threatening to get off the field here, but deep in their own territory.
3rd and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Pass complete, 5-yard stick route going to be thrown out of bounds by Elijah Hogan. That's Jacob Marshall on the catch there for the Lumberjacks. Going to make it a 4th and 5. Saw a field goal earlier. We'll see what Bo Hembry wants to do here.
Yeah, he's
You know,
going
this
to go
is-
for it. The last field goal made it a 3-score game.
Yeah.
Kicking a field goal doesn't make it a 4-score game. He's going to try to make it a 4-score game right here.
Trips left, split right. Denton looking to throw toward the corner of the end zone. Going to go incomplete, and the Leopard defense gets another huge stop.
And that Leopard defense has played a phenomenal second half, guys. I mean, that secondary going up against this great group of wide receivers and a 4-year starter at quarterback that's thrown for 1,000,000 yards or whatever it is. That's hyperbole, I know. But, you know, they've done an incredible job
Well, not only
stopping
that,
this. Because Bo's been trying to drop the hammer.
Oh, yeah.
Bo's been trying to drive that nail in. And the Leopard defense
you know,
is-
we did a really,
firm.
Coach Fogelman, I really think, picked a good bunch for the linebackers, the ISO, to watch for you. I mean, the linebackers have played extremely well in tackling, in space, and in coverage.
I like your wordplay, but I would have preferred axe when referring to the Lumberjacks. 1st and 10 for the Leopards. Take over at the 10-yard line. We got a flag. He almost hit himself.
Oh.
Delay a game. So that's going to back it up to the Leopards' own 5-yard line. Make it 1st and 15. Trips right, split left. Give going to go to Sailing. Trying to bounce it to the outside. Powers forward over the 10, still running. So he's going to be brought down around the 14-yard line.
Really nice pickup, and that was on pure, I'm going to get all I can get.
Now, he's not big like Mike Allstott, but he kind of that going with the Wayback Machine, 1990s Tampa Bay squad. Mike Allstott
From the
low to
big
the
summer
ground
road,
like
yeah.
Mike Allstott. Doesn't stop turning the legs when he makes contact. I really like the way Salen's running the football.
We need to find his work done. Twins to each side. Give going to go to Sailing again. Powers forward over the 20.
See,
Nice.
Mike Allstott,
Tackles.
truck him middle linebacker and keep running, baby.
Hey, I can go back further than that. Charlie Toller, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Larry Zonka.
Mark Roberts might be the only one that's heard of that guy. That's one of my dad's favorite players.
Twins to each side. Pinkston looking to throw.
Oh, he was
Miscommunication
Yeah.
there with Osborne.
There were two ways to complete that. If we just throw that button route, it's complete, or if he runs that out route that was thrown, it's complete. Unfortunately, one of them ran the button and one of them ran through the out.
Indeed. 2nd and 10 for the Leopards. Trips to the right, split left. Pinkston going to keep it himself this time as he gets up over the 30 and falls forward to the 32-yard line. Going to make it 3rd and 2.
And again, that offensive line has really performed well today. The coaches like some of the pieces on that offensive line. They've talked about it, and if they can get that whole unit to gel as a unit, and we can get those running backs healthy, running back room got a little thin. They've got a chance to be a pretty good running team.
Sailing on the carry. Going to have enough for the first down as he gets up to the 34-yard line.
You know, to follow up on what you said, Ben,
They might have to measure that. No,
it's first.
Coach Fogelman was saying the same thing. They really like him. He said, I wish we had 3 or more just like him because, the kid's got to play a lot. You know, and we've seen it tonight both ways.
Twins to each side on this first down. Pinkston looking to throw.
Uh-oh.
Looking deep for M.J. Collins.
Oh, that's
And
early. It's
that
gonna be
is
pass
going
interference.
to be a Bradshaw-like clothesline.
I guess that's the way you pay.
Not Terry
That's-
Bradshaw. He's talking about JBL.
Yeah, I'm talking about JBL.
That's a WWE Bradshaw right there.
I guess is that the, never mind.
But you talk about two guys going both ways. Both of those tackles that we have, Hathcock and Aaron Williams, both of our offensive tackles are playing probably 90+% of the snaps on defense as well. So
Yeah.
1st and 10. Pinkston handles the snap. Going to keep it himself. Up over the 50 to the Lumberjack 48-yard line. Pickup of about 3 or 4.
You know, guys, seriously, being able to move the ball like this against one of the top 2 or 3, 4 teams in the state it has to be really encouraging to our offensive coaches and all our coaches.
Pinkston looking to throw. Now going to tuck it. Up over the 45, 40. Should have enough for a Leopard first down. And that should put him over the century
100
mark.
yards.
Yeah.
For the day. At 103, still got 6 minutes and some change remaining.
31-14 Lumberjacks. That is a Leopard first down from the Lumberjack 40-yard line. Pinkston, well.
There is a illegal substitution. We got too many men on the field, and it's the back judge, so I'm hoping that's going to go to Warren. It is.
Free 5 yards there for the Leopards. Moves it up to the Lumberjack 35, 1st and 5. Twins right, split left. Pinkston looking to throw. Got a man out there complete as Osborne. Makes a man miss now to the outside. Osborne, foot race. Touchdown, Malvern.
All right.
And the fat lady was warming up, and somebody just said, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Hush your mouth.
We're not ready for you just yet. You can warm up, but you can't hit the stage.
5:40 left here in the ballgame. Leopards draw closer. An extra point away from making it a 10-point game. Brad Sailing on to hold the kick of Alan Cervantes. Good snap, good hold, and a good kick. 5:40 left. Leopards trailing 21-31. We'll be back after this.
No matter your season of life, no matter your banking needs, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank.
There's a place I'm welcome in. There's a place I know I'm called a friend. There's a place that I'm never alone. There's a place called home. A place called home.
Come home to Farmers Bank.
Welcome you back here to Malvern Stadium. Alan Cervantes on for the kick. Warren expecting an onside kick, but instead going to find a sky kick that is bobbled and on the ground, but unfortunately for the Leopards, Tayshawn Edwards falls on it.
I thought that one looked like Seven was going to call for a fair catch there at first. This is when we need a replay. We got a replay up. Next week we have replay, right? Looking back,
It's a
Mr. Sims says,
It's a work in progress.
100%.
I can tell you, and I am extremely excited about the direction that we're taking the broadcast.
Oh yeah.
Number one, we've got some great youngsters in here working. Great class. Mr. Sims is teaching that class, and we're getting kids hands-on opportunities.
They got ESPN credentials, too.
That's right.
That's right.
Working some Arkansas soccer games in the past.
And so I think over the next 2 years, you're going to see a state-of-the-art broadcast when it comes to Arkansas high school football.
Little jet sweep to Steen here as he's going to reverse field, and Elijah Hogan comes in and lays him out.
Brought that wood to the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, chopped him down, baby. Let's get punny in here.
That's it.
Oh me.
Going to be second down for the Lumberjacks.
Keep in mind, we don't get paid, so we're semi-professionals.
Exactly right.
You know, the last time Ron and I got to call a Malvern Warren game, it was very exciting. Ben wasn't there.
I had the flu.
Oh yes.
Carradine
Tonight's
game-winning touchdown on the way to a state
We
championship.
were screaming at the end of that one, weren't we?
Denton throws it out. Got Edwards, gets to the outside, gets over the 50. We'll have enough for the Lumberjack first down.
I was actually thinking that this afternoon coming in that over there too, what was it, 2 years ago when we won the state champ. To me,
2022.
I've heard said many times that was a state championship game to me when we beat Warren at Warren
Well,
that night. You know, I thought,
the way they came back, you know,
Oh,
falling
yeah.
down early, all the adversity, and
Yeah.
fought back and won it in overtime. Trips right, split left, 1st and 10 for the Lumberjacks. Give going to go to Avery up the middle. Fights off of a tackler before he is going to be upended by, I believe that's Jimerson.
And, you know, finished the tackle with a nice hard tackle, but, man, you look at the opportunity to have him right at the line of scrimmage or a short gain, and you look up and it's 2nd and 5 or 6. I mean, it ended up being –
I think it's 6.
I like the way you think, Seth.
Well, it's on that solid line, and that other one is on that one past the solid line, so. Warren going to have to use a timeout here. 4:07 left here in the ball game. Leopards trailing 21-31. We'll be back after this.
No matter your season of life, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank. Come home to Farmers Bank.
Since 1968, Teeter Motor Company has been so lucky and proud to be a part of the Malvern school system. I grew up in Malvern. It's been my home for the longest. Graduated school here in 1981. Seen a lot of kids come and go throughout our dealership, and I couldn't be more pleased to offer our chance to be a part of this up-and-coming 2026 year. Go Leopards. We love you guys, and make the most of it. And don't forget the deals are sweeter.
Second down, give to Avery here. So he gets up near the 40-yard line. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 41. Going to bring up a big 3rd and 2.
And I'll say
It
this.
just keeps inching. Third, let's say 1.5.
The referees have been consistent about not giving those extra inches to either team on the spots. I mean, it seems like, you know, we've said a couple of times, I'm pretty sure he got to the 40. I mean, both teams are kind of getting a little bit of shortchanged on the end of their runs.
Give to Avery off the left side. Going to have enough for the first down and more as he crosses the 35 to near the 32-yard line.
And this is really where you almost got to have a turnover to stay in this football game.
Yeah, Leopards got 2 timeouts left, 3:25 and counting left in the ball game.
And now Bo's slowing it down. He's been hurrying it up. He tried to put the nail in the coffin for most of that second half and tried to put it away, couldn't quite do it, and now he's just trying to eat the rest of the clock out of here.
First and 10. Twins left, split right. Give going to go to Avery again up the middle, and it's going to be dropped for a loss.
And, yep, now Coach Fogelman's going to start using his timeouts. You get them behind the chains, 2nd and 12. If you're going to get a turnover on downs, getting them for a loss on first down is a great start.
I believe that was one of our linebackers there, Malik Brown.
Timeout.
Let's keep it here. I'm having fun. You having fun, Ryan?
I'm having a lot of fun.
I missed you guys. We hadn't even talked about any oblong footballs yet.
I know.
Well, they haven't been bouncing funny. They haven't been on the ground.
Hadn't rained.
Well, yeah.
No
Well,
fog,
it has
no
rained
rain.
a lot this past week.
No wet rain, no nothing.
We did get an appearance from Ben's friend, the Wasp.
That's right. Boy, that brought back memories.
It's going to be 2nd and 12 when we come back from this timeout. Lumberjacks trying to salt it away. Leopards trying to get the ball back.
We do want to remind you, next week, Friday night, the Leopards will be in Stuttgart, home of the Ricebirds. And Ricebirds.
Ricebirds and Mosquitoes.
Now, we kind of look forward to that because that was one of the nicer outfits that we went to broadcasting. Their booth, their people, and their hospitality. I'm looking forward to going back to
From what I remember, Ben kept trying to get that no-bake
Ben was
cookie,
trying to
and
get
they
the
would
cookies.
never get him one.
Yeah, they did. They stiffed me on the oatmeal, on the no-bake cookie.
Twins left, split right. Avery, give off the left side, finds some room, breaks a tackle up over the 25, 20, going to have enough for the first down and more as he will get into the end zone for the Lumberjack touchdown.
Feel like there's some fatigue right there. You got a bunch of kids going both ways, and one of the places where fatigue will show up is missed tackles, and there were several of them right there on that play. Had an opportunity to get him for very little gain, if any.
Yeah.
Set yourself up with a 3rd and long, call another timeout, possibly get the ball back, try to score quick. But you miss some tackles, and that lead is back expanded to 16, almost probably going to be 17 after the extra point.
Pumba on to attempt the extra point. Kick is away, and it is good. So 2:43 left here in the ball game. Lumberjacks lead at 38-21. We'll be back after this.
No matter your season of life, no matter your banking needs, you'll find the financial products, digital tools, and friendly service that make you feel right at home with Farmers Bank.
There's a place I'm welcome in. There's a place I know I'm called a friend. There's a place that I'm never alone. There's a place called home. A place called home.
Come home to Farmers Bank.
Marquez kick is away. It's going to be fielded. No, it's not. It's going to go over the head of Hogan and into the end zone for the touchback. 2:43 left in this one. Lumberjacks just scored to extend their lead to 38-21, but not trying to overplay this, but, you know, we talked about that 1 4-minute game stretch to end the first half has really been the difference, and Malvern's gotten into scoring range a few times and not come away with points. And, you know, you leave obviously not feeling great about losing, but you feel like you went toe-to-toe with one of the better teams in 4A and really put up a good effort.
Yeah, and then you talk about if you just clean up those procedure penalties, we really don't know how well we would have moved the football in the first half. So there's a lot of things that can get cleaned up. They're definitely fixable. And hopefully you develop a few more depth pieces along the way because you can see that depth starting to rear its ugly head here.
Pinkston trying to fit it into a tight window and thankfully falls incomplete as Christopher McGee had a beat on that one. Intended receiver was Gerald Bailey for the Leopards. Bring up 2nd and 10 from the Leopard 20-yard line.
Yeah, that one could have had pick 6 written all over it.
All right, give is going to go to Sailing, and he's got nowhere to go. He's going to lose 3 there on 2nd down.
Well, I will say this, that those two guys with 0 on their shirt,
I'm telling you.
Lambert and Ingram, they look every bit the part of real good quality high school defensive linemen. Wide-bodied, good speed, explosive off the snap.
Bring up 3rd and 12. Pinkston looking to throw. Going to let one go deep. Going to fall incomplete. Looking for, I believe that was Osborne running down the Warren sideline.
And again, that was Ingram that was right in the face of Pinkston. And honestly, I mean, give Pinkston credit for getting that ball off and giving his wide receiver an opportunity right there.
Going to be 4th and 12 for the Leopards. Looks like it's going to be twins to each side. Sailing going to be to the right of Pinkston. Pinkston looking to throw. Lets it go. Going to go through the hands of his intended target, Tyreek Jacobs. And the Lumberjacks are going to take over on downs.
And with 1:52, we hope that Bo loves his little brother and tries to run this clock out right here.
Oh, I meant to, his little brother did tell me.
There's no telling what Brian told us.
I know, I don't know whether he is 2-1 against his big brother.
Oh, yeah.
With one, and he said though with one mercy rule, and I don't think I think he was on the receiving end of that mercy rule. But a lot of that has to do with the Malvern game, and then I think at West Memphis when Brian was at West Memphis. I don't think it was at Hot Springs.
Could have been Camden.
Could have been Camden.
could have
That's
been
true.
Camden,
I forgot. Yeah,
He's a state champion at Camden.
yes, he was.
Going to be a delay game for Warren. So they were putting some fresh faces out there.
Clean uniforms.
You know, in this day of turf, that's not really transitioning anymore.
I know, it kind of shows you how old I am.
Coleman Bird on at quarterback. Give up the middle.
Well, they still got Avery in the game.
Yep, Avery gets up to the, looks like 21-yard line of the Leopards. 1:39 and counting left in this ball game. Going to be 2nd down and 13. Not going to be happy about all the penalties and the few turnovers, but I think there are some positives to be taken away from this one, some things to build on, and I'm excited to go to Stuttgart and see how we correct those issues and see how well we play against another one of the top teams in the state.
Yeah, and plus to see if we can get some kids well.
Hopefully so. It's going to be another delay game there for the Lumberjacks.
Bo said run the clock.
Yeah.
Well, Stuttgart has
Look at him.
exploded with some points, and they're now at 35-19 over Lone Oak. That's who we play next week.
Twins to each side here, and they are going
There
to
it
take
is.
a knee. 54 seconds and counting.
I will say this prior to the coaches show. Coach Fogelman and I talked a lot, and he has high regard for the whole Hembry family. As a matter of fact, he was wanting to do something really special like I talked to you guys about. And the respect that these two guys have for each other is awesome. It's, and it's showing right now.
As that knee will do it. no need to run another play. We'll run the last 25 seconds off the clock, but the Lumberjacks are going to come in week 0 and get the win here at Leopard Stadium, 38-21. We are thankful to be back and to be bringing you Leopard football. We can't wait to see you guys again next week whenever we travel, hit the road, go to Stuttgart, and once again be tested by one of the top teams in 4A. For Ron McNamara and Ben Dial, have a great weekend and stay classy.
Stay classy.